anymore?
Right. Well, he does.
Because always follow the money. The Federal Reserve has all the money. This small group of bankers, they determine because they got the money.
Anybody in government has said government is like a barge. In order to move just an inch, the president really, it's almost an impossible job to fuck up and also to win. It's like it's just sort of there.
Yeah, the bureaucracy is so large. Right. So large.
Do you, now let me understand this. I don't know if this is from the book. I think it is. One of your points is, and you're not saying this for a fact, but you have a suspicion that the disease AIDS and Lyme disease has something to do with the government?
Oh, absolutely.
What does that mean?
Well, straight out from where you live at the end of Long Island is Plum Island.
Right.
Well, Plum Island is a biological testing center that was created by a guy named Erich Traub. Erich Traub's a Nazi who was right under Himmler. He should have stood trial at Nuremberg, but instead we brought him here, and his expertise was biological warfare, infecting wood ticks and mosquitoes and turning them loose. Well, Lyme disease is carried by a wood tick. Well, it's called Lyme disease because the first recorded case was in Lyme, Connecticut, which is right across the water, a stone's throw.
In other words, you're saying Lyme disease is a recent occurrence. We don't see it before that point in history.
The first recorded case was in Lyme, Connecticut a number of years ago, within the last 50 years. And did it get loose from Plum Island?
You say in your new book, and I happen to agree with this, I believe that you are right, that the Gulf War syndrome, that a lot of these guys who are coming back in our military are seriously screwed up, committing suicide, not only are they killing themselves, they're killing other people. They really lose it when they come back. The government refuses to help these guys in any meaningful way. And it all comes down to money. They don't want to pay for it. Is that it?
And it's the old classic that they do to all veterans. Oh, thank you for your patriotism. Rah, rah,
thank you for your service.
Yeah, and they play anthems at football games.
People tie yellow ribbons.
But when it comes down to actually taking care of the veteran, screw you. They've done it every war. Vietnam, Agent Orange, they didn't believe that. Every time the vets come home, people don't realize after a war there is huge collateral damage to the people that go fight these wars, and we don't take care of them. It's like, oh, you did it, now forget you. We're on to the next.
And these are good guys. I mean, these are brave guys. I've met a couple of guys on my show who come in here. I can't think of the sergeant who used to come in here.
And I
came back. It was like his third tour of duty, and he cracked. He even said, Howard, I cracked. I've got Gulf War syndrome. He feels abandoned. He really, truly does. He's lost.
We should be ashamed of how we treat our veterans.
We were talking on the air the other day. I was going to call you about this, but I knew you were coming in. We were talking about, some people were doubting me about that we are really losing bees. In fact, some guy called in during this discussion with my cousins.
He's got trucks filled with
I got
bees.
trucks full of bees, Howard. What the hell are you talking about? What is going on? If we lose the bees, we lose all of our food source. We lose everything, right?
Albert Einstein's a lot smarter than me, and he was quoted as saying, when the bees go, we go.
Well, think about it. They pollinate. Our food source comes from all of this. Everything we eat.
We don't need that now. We got Monsanto. They're going to make us all this genetically food. So what do we need to worry about bees for?
In your opinion, why are we losing bees? Like, where are they going?
Insecticides. They're being killed. All the insecticides and things that we put on the crops.
But
and we
I am for DDT.
You're what?
I'm for DDT.
Well, I was part of UDT.
I'm part of DDT. I don't like these bed bugs we have here. There's an epidemic in New York. You can't go anywhere without bed bugs. When they had
George had bed bugs.
George, Star Trek, had bed bugs. Him and George were in that. I mean, George and Brad were in that bed doing God knows what, and then all of a sudden they're getting bitten up by bugs. I was livid. The only thing when we had DDT, there were no bed bugs.
Wait a minute now.
Come on.
George, is that because, the Bible says you're not supposed to do what you do? You think that's what it could be?
No.
I think it's a plague.
It's probably
It's like
sitting
well,
you, George.
It wasn't only in George's bed. It was in everybody's bed. I'm saying, some of these insecticides are necessary, aren't they?
Yes, but not on crops, not on everything. I mean, Howard, when I live in Mexico and I buy fruits and vegetables down there, I have to eat them within 2 days or they spoil.
Right.
Everything up here's got a 30-day shelf life.
It's true. I buy a tomato. Sometimes it says red and beautiful.
For weeks.
What are they doing to these tomatoes?
They put preservatives on it, chemicals. You're eating chemicals.
And this has now been introduced into the environment, and the bees are...
Here's a better one, Howard. Drinking water. They put fluoride in it, right?
Right.
And that's because we're not capable of brushing our own teeth and taking care of them.
We can get our own fluoride.
Yeah, so they put it in. Do you know what fluoride is the main ingredient of?
What?
Prozac.
Why do they do this?
And guess where it came from?
Where?
The Nazis started putting fluoride in the water.
Do you think this is a? Are you
it's
going
the
as
dumbing
far?
down.
Do you think that there is somebody or some group of people in America that wanted fluoride so that we'd all be spaced out?
Yeah.
Who are these people? Give me a name.
I don't know.
Who is it?
Howard, I don't know.
You know.
You got the... I don't. How would I know? I
George
live in
and
Mexico
Brad.
for 4 months out of the year.
You know, the one thing I do say is if you're polluting the water, the air, the food, the people who are doing that are still eating it.
No, they have their own source.
They have another source?
Yes,
of
from
food,
the moon.
Water and air?
How do you know, Robin?
You don't know anything.
But that's what I'm asking, because it seems to me that if, Monsanto owns the patent on every crop seed, then, they're going to have to eat that food too.
You don't know. They may be just having us do it.
Listen, I went to summer camp.
By the way, Howard, there's something in this book you need to read.
I wanted to say one thing. I went to summer camp. We'll talk about the book. I went to summer camp. They used to put saltpeter in the food. You know why? It reduced your sex drive. They didn't want the kids.
Is that true?
This is what I heard. They said they added saltpeter to the food. And I was livid.
But you weren't any less horny.
Oh, my God. I fucked like a rabbit. Unbelievable.
That's because you didn't eat.
That's right.
Look how skinny you are.
Well, you were about to make a point about your book. Go ahead. And by the way, the book is called 63 Documents the Government Doesn't Want You to Read. It's in stores now. George, are you learning anything through this? You've been awfully...
It's very enlightening.
Very enlightening.
I've been against wars, too. And all the information that I'm hearing here just... makes me feel stronger about that.
Were you aware of the governor now, or?
I thought he was a wonderful governor of Minnesota.
You liked him.
I liked him. I really admired what you did, and particularly coming from your background, where people try to denigrate you because of your wrestling background.
Well, George loves wrestling.
Well, let me say this about George and his partner. I worked for 4 years in Minnesota so that gay employees could get benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I was successful. Well, guess what happened? Right when I left office,
overturned,
and the new contract came up, it was the first thing that the Democrats bargained back to the Republicans, and now gays in Minnesota don't get. They had the benefits for a couple years. Now they've taken them away again.
Is that why you never became a Democrat or Republican? That you don't trust either side?
Yeah. Oh, they're the only way we're going to get our country back is to destroy these two political parties.
Because you would think the Democrats would have stuck up for the gay population.
No, that's the gay population is just their bargaining chip. That's
exactly.
That's the first thing they give back to the Republicans.
And George, teach the governor how to say tsunami properly.
There's a T in front of that word. It's pronounced tsunami. It's a Japanese word. And all these journalists on TV and radio...
And I believe the governor is guilty of this. The governor himself said tsunami.
Yeah, well, I apologize, George. What the hell? I didn't go to college.
He never went to college.
Now you're learning as I'm learning from you.
There we go.
Right.
But, Howard, there's something in my book you need.
Yes.
We print the entire CIA's assassination manual in here. Read it, and you'll know how to get rid of those people you don't like.
Why do I need to know that?
Well, that way you'll know how to commit murder.
Has the CIA assassinated, have they successfully gone into other countries and assassinated leaders?
Well,
because I'm for that.
They assassinated Che Guevara.
They did.
Sure.
So they were able to do that. Why couldn't they do that with Castro? Why did they never pull that off?
Well, what gives them the right?
I'm not saying so. Why did they fail? But why did they fail?
Because Castro's too good.
He's good at it.
He's too good for them. They can't get him. They tried and tried and tried, and Fidel outsmarted them.
Why not Gaddafi? Why couldn't they just go in and remove him?
What gives us the right to do that?
We don't. But why didn't they do it?
I don't know. These guys have protection too.
Are we torturing people right now? Prisoners.
I think we probably are. Yeah.
Have we beheaded anybody?
Yes, it's in my book. Yeah.
That's right. So who is it that we beheaded?
Some guy over in Iraq.
What do you mean we beheaded him?
Cut his head off.
We were in Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
We captured him during wartime.
Yep.
He wasn't convicted of anything.
I don't know, but the documents in here.
So sometimes we do that. Why do you think we beheaded him? To scare the other prisoners?
Don't ask me.
I was going to say,
Well, if you don't know,
can't
who
talk
knows?
to somebody whose
Talk
head
to the
is
guys
off.
that beheaded them.
Well, you better get on them.
They might be able to tell you why they did it.
Might be your next book.
The whole point of torture was to make these people talk. If you're beheading people, they're not talking.
Well, the bad thing, though, Robin, about torture is that there's no credibility in it.
I don't agree with torture.
Because if you torture someone, they are going to say whatever's required to stop the torture. The thing that has me angry now is, do you see the latest? They're not going to try these guys in the country. They're going to give them a military tribunal.
Well, they wanted to try him in New York. I was against that.
Why?
Because why the hell do you need to set up a problem area in the Manhattan where we already have all these problems?
Then try them in Alaska.
But you don't want a secret tribunal.
No.
You want it out in the open.
Well, either that or let me be on the jury. Because I want to hear the evidence.
Right.
I want to hear for what you're not going to hear one shred of evidence now. They're going to do this kangaroo court. They're going to put these guys to death, and then they're going to tell, all you conspiracy people, we proved it. These guys were all found guilty.
Trial.
Your whole push is to bring out things in the open. That's why you like WikiLeaks. That's why you wrote this book.
Exactly.
You want to, let's bring it all out in the open. Why is everyone hiding?
And do you know why I have every right to ask that?
Why?
Because I'm a taxpayer, and they do it with my money, and I have every right to know what they're spending my money on.
What happens when they say, in the interest of national security, we can't tell you something? You say bullshit, right?
Well, no, I'll accept that temporarily. As a Navy SEAL, I know there are certain things you can't talk about immediately.
Right.
But after the op's over, why then can it come out in the open?
When you're alone in Mexico, and you just
I'm not alone. My wife's
all
with
right.
me.
Well, listen. When you're alone, that's like being alone. When you're alone in Mexico,
You ever see my wife?
I've seen your wife.
It ain't like being alone.
But
Howard.
when you're in Mexico, you're a guy who loves to talk. You're outgoing. Do you shut down, or do you yap all day about
No, I
this
shut
stuff?
down.
You shut down.
Yeah,
and did she ever say to you, Jesse, you're the life of the party on Stern, on all these shows. Well, you come home, you're like a fucking zombie. I mean, what is this?
I'm not a zombie, but I try to keep that out of my home life.
You don't sit and tell her about these. You don't go. Do you sit at home and go, Jesus Christ?
When are you doing your studying and investigations? Yeah, you must go crazy.
What's your wife like? Does she go, listen, you better calm down. And you're going to have a heart attack here, and I can't take it.
No,
Does she get annoyed with you?
No.
She's not into these conspiracies. She's not that. She wants to just hang out and have a good time.
No, she has now joined me in suspecting our government of a great deal of bad.
But she's not all hopped up on this like you are. I mean, come on.
I'm not hopped up on it. I just do what I do, Howard.
So when we get together socially, are you going to lecture me on a lot of this stuff, or
not at all.
What are we going to talk about? That's what I'm afraid. But maybe our relationship is just based on all this stuff. What are we going to talk about?
Well, Howard, you won't ever come and see me. You know, you hide out in Long Island.
First of all, Mexico's a crazy place right now.
What part of Mexico are you in? Not where all the drugs are.
I mean, what are you doing in Mexico? You're telling me that it's not a dangerous place right now?
There are places that are dangerous, absolutely.
Do you travel with a gun in Mexico?
You can't have a gun. It's against the law.
But everybody has a gun in Mexico.
No,
only the drug dealers have guns.
Only the drug dealers got them.
These drug dealers are so powerful. They can decide, Jesse Ventura, we're going to take you today, and no one's going to challenge. There's no law.
Oh, that's not true, because the military came and camped out by my house the other day.
Why?
I don't know. I guess they found out a former governor's there, and they're keeping me safe.
What is going on? This is all of a sudden? They're camping out in front of your house?
Well, down about 2 blocks, yeah.
What if you piss off a drug kingpin? Seriously, you got a big mouth on you. What if you piss one off? I mean, he could take you, your wife will never hear from you
what?
again.
What have I pissed them off about?
I don't know.
All I've said is that we should legalize, and it'll put them out of business.
Listen, you're on fire. You're on fire. I see what's going on here. You're wild.
Howard.
You're a great guy. What is with your hair? You're going to keep your hair long, or are you ever going to cut it again? I noticed when you were governor, you played the game.
Right.
You cut your hair.
You have to, because in our country, and actually, Howard, I can't even run for office anymore.
Why?
Well, like George, I've come out of the closet.
What do you mean?
I'm an atheist.
I see, because everyone says God, right? If they don't say God, they don't get elected.
I don't believe you can be an atheist and admit it and get elected in our country.
You almost have to you have to get that shot of you walking into a church and praying to Jesus.
That's why, because we live in a fascist country, which is fascism means when corporations and organized religion take over the government.
Were you always an atheist?
No, I was a Lutheran.
When did you come to the conclusion there is no God?
Because, surprisingly, who convinced me was George Carlin.
What did he say?
Well, he said this. He said, I believe in the sun, and so do I now. And I worship the sun because the sun gives me everything I want. It gives me warmth. It gives me my food. And most importantly, Howard, it comes up every morning and I can see it. So it gives me great credibility.
So, Governor,
gives it great credibility. I can see the sun.
It's this imaginary. Maybe we need imaginary friends to get through life. You know?
Well, and I don't hold it against anyone, but to me, until they can prove to me. And in my 59 years, I have never, ever come in contact with God.
In your opinion...
I know you have, because I remember when you were trying to have that baby, and God was talking to you.
In your opinion, what is this all about? Now,
what? What is what about?
The life.
What is the purpose of man?
Why are we here? Are we here alone?
Geez, I don't know. Go ask the Dalai Lama.
No, wait a second, though. You think about this. Why are we here? Like, what was the purpose of all of this?
We evolved.
Is this an accident?
No, we're a product of evolution.
Is this recreated anywhere else in the universe?
I don't know.
Why don't you know these things? You always have an answer.
Do your conspiracy theories go to the level of extraterrestrial life?
You were a professional wrestler. Who's going to know this stuff?
Robin, we have enough conspiracies that we do. I don't need to worry about aliens.
Governor, I want you to come back. You're a Buddhist.
Where are the bees?
Me?
A Buddhist.
Where are the bees? Where are the aliens? Are we here alone? And why are we here in the first place? Answer that stuff and then come back.
Next book.
Okay.
Go home and think about it.
All right.
What's the matter with you? Jesse Ventura, great guest, great guy. He knows everything.
No, he doesn't.
Although I stumped him today, he doesn't know why we're here.
He just asks questions.
Why are we? Think about it.
He was converted by a George Carlin routine.
Do you think we're going to die and then just like what happens to the essence of Jesse Ventura?
I think that we may become energy.
Energy.
Yes.
Who wants to become energy? I don't want to be energy. I want to be here.
Well,
we are.
I don't want. Aren't you excited by all this computer stuff?
Well, I'll give you another example.
Don't you love the iPad?
What is God really? He's a guy in the sky that wants your money.
Right. That's right. We seem to be paying.
Why would he need my money if he's up in the sky?
And
Good
he
point.
made everything.
Are you excited by all this new technology?
Wait, and you know what else gets me?
Yeah.
They said God created the earth in 6 days, right? And then in the seventh day he rested?
Right.
Well, then why do we put him to work on the seventh day? That's his day of rest. Let him have the day off. Pray to him on Monday and have church on Monday instead. Let the guy have a day off.
We've all seen pictures.
Right, George?
We've all
Governor,
seen pictures.
You should look into Buddhism. You sound very Buddhistic.
Really?
Yes. We all seen pictures of guys, primitives praying to rocks and stones, and we laugh at that.
Yeah.
And yet there really isn't much difference between.
So we pray to nothing at all.
Right.
Yeah,
at least if you have a rock,
the
sun is a good thing to pray to.
Sure.
Yes.
Sun Ra.
That's when the combination happened. There were sun worshippers who combined with the Christians. Where do you think halos came from?
Right.
And all that stuff is when they had to change a few of the rules to include other people.
Are you excited by the new technology, or do you see it as threatening? I love my iPad too. Do you have one?
No,
I love it.
I've never owned a cell phone. I've never done a computer.
Why? Why anti-technology? I mean, I know that's sort of an affect in a way. It's like, I'm not gonna change my ways. But you're a progressive thinker.
Yeah, but because I look at it this way, Howard, between computers, cell phones, and the television, you got people spending 16 hours a day looking at screens.
Yeah, but
Go out and live real life.
When you were on the plane today and you were coming in, or whenever you took the plane, the private plane, I may add, who paid for that? Did you pay for that?
No, the book publisher.
You're kidding. How did you get a book publisher to pay for that? They don't pay for anything.
I threatened them.
And so when you are on the plane, wouldn't it be nice to have that iPad? I'm all set. I'm going out to California. I got a trip I plan. I got an iPad. I loaded it up with films. I'm going to watch movies. I'm going to check all the news things. Well, that's exciting, no? And that's great for a guy like you.
Well, I pick up an old-fashioned book on the plane and, read it. You can turn the pages physically instead of looking at a screen.
I never thought of that.
So I just kind of read a book.
All right. Listen, speaking of books, Governor, you've done it again. You've written your what? This is the fourth book.
Fifth.
All right. Jesse Ventura's book, 63 documents the government doesn't want you to read. It's in stores now. Maybe you'll learn something.
Howard, you're going to California?
Yes.
Well, damn it, why don't you just, when you get done there, jump on one plane to Cabo San Lucas. I'll pick you up and come and spend a few days with me.
I'm afraid to be alone with you. I don't
My
know.
wife will be
How
there.
can I be fun for you? You
My
hang out.
wife will
you hung
be
out
there.
with these, the Hulk Hogan types. Not Hulk.
I
know you
did
don't,
not.
But I'm just saying, you were a professional wrestler. You look at me like a woman. I mean, I'm too feminine for you.
Wouldn't you go surfing with him?
Hell
Howard?
no. I'm dying to surf, but I'm so afraid.
Howard,
Could you teach me how to surf?
I'm begging you.
You imagine me and you on surfboards?
Fly.
You
I'm
put me
ju-
in a bikini. I know it.
I'm just learning too.
Are you?
Sure.
And with your hips and everything else, you're able to
Absolutely.
do it?
It's the good thing now. It's called paddle surfing.
Oh.
You get with a paddle and you got the board. You stand on it and paddle.
I can't even do that.
That way you don't have to get up and down when the wave comes.
Right.
You drop right
How
into
tall
it.
are you?
And you're 6'4".
And you're able to stand on this thing, huh?
Not all the time. That's part of the fun. Howard, please.
Why am I so feminine
wait.
looking? Why don't I have more
Howard,
size
when
like
you
you?
go to L.A., come and visit me. And don't tell me you can't afford it, because I know you just signed a new damn contract.
Yeah, well.
What the hell would it cost you? $500 round
It
trip
ain't the
down?
money. I just don't know if
Howard,
you're
I'll
going to be.
protect you.
You're going to be so bored with me.
How do
what
I
if
get
the
bored with
federales
you?
come and take us
then
away?
bring George with too. What the
Bobo,
hell?
quick question. Let me see how you handle people's questions. That's what you're going to have to do tonight.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Bobo.
Man, now listen to me. Howard's been calling me insane. My theory of 2012 is what you've been saying. Where are you going to be December 21st?
What is all this? The world is going to
2012.
end in
You into
2012.
that?
What is that? I don't even know about that.
What it is this, Howard, if you'll let me explain it a moment as I know it. The last time it happened, apparently every 150 years, the sun cleanses itself.
Right.
And it shoots these solar flares out into the solar system.
Okay.
Well, the Earth has a magnetic force field around it.
I thought so.
But if you go to NASA, they'll even verify this. We have a hole in ours. They don't know why, but there's a hole in
our
the
magnetic field.
force field.
Okay.
So when these solar flares, the last one happened in like 1860. It did not have a major effect because we did not have electricity much then.
Right.
But now that we have electricity, what these solar flares can do, it could knock out the entire grid system of the United States.
And you're off the grid.
Well, I'm okay.
Right.
But look what happens in New York. If you go dark for 12 hours, you
You're
got
screwed.
chaos.
Were you impressed that in Japan there was not one incident of looting or carrying on? With all of the loss of power they had there and all the chaos, the people there behaved. Impressive, right?
Well, they sure weren't Americans, were they?
They're not. Americans don't know from that.
Jesse,
Do you think that's because Japan is one sort of racial community or something like that?
Well, in Japan, you're brought up in a certain style like you are in China and these different countries that it comes from within. It's part of their heritage.
We are a divided people. Is that what the problem
we're
is?
everything from everywhere.
Right.
You got George, you got me, you got you. You got Robin.
Robin.
It got
Oh,
Fred.
by the
Dare
way,
you. Don't bring up Steve Langford's kid.
And in fact, Robin will like this.
Yes.
Being that I believe in evolution,
Yes.
I'm going to get one of those T-shirts that says I'm African American.
You are.
Yes, because
you are. All
We all
man
everybody
came
came
from the
is.
from.
same place.
Will
right?
you wear that the next time you're here?
Well, I'm going to try to get one. You know, who is it? Christopher
'Cause I'm gonna have you locked
Hutchins
up if
has
you
them or
walk in
whatever.
with
But
Howard,
Yes.
I have one more question. Jesse, please tell him about the New World Order underneath the Denver airport. Tell him the government is under a tear.
Bobo, tell the governor your IQ. He got an 87. We had him tested.
okay,
All right.
Well,
he's limited ability.
what he's talking about is under the new Denver airport.
Go ahead.
There supposedly is this huge bunker. Because have you been to the Denver airport? The new one?
I don't go anywhere.
Okay, well, it's weird
Yeah.
because it's located out in the middle of nowhere. Right. It's 25 miles from the city, and there's not one hotel by it.
So what's
have
going on?
you ever seen an airport that don't have a hotel
So
by it?
what's going on?
Well, supposedly, when the shit hits the fan, the chosen ones will go into these bunkers they're building.
That are underneath the airport. Who are the chosen ones? Like the president and these kind of
I
people?
guess the chosen.
bankers,
Not us.
Federal
It won't
I ain't
be
no
us.
fortunate son.
It ain't us because I'm an independent. I don't belong to the
Do you
two
believe the
parties.
bees are there?
The
The bees have to be somewhere.
The bees have to be somewhere.
You know about everything. It's impressive.
I do not.
Bobo brings up a subject. You know about it.
Well, you know.
You're well read. You
Yeah.
read the New York Times?
No, I read books.
Books.
Yeah,
What book should I be reading so I can get smart like you?
Well, one that I read this year that might interest you, Howard, is Manson Now.
Charles Manson?
Yeah.
You read about him?
Yeah, I've read. But
I believe Manson-
Wait till you hear this.
Yeah.
He gets, how sick is this? He gets so much mail in prison, there's 2 inmates assigned strictly just to do his mail.
See, I need to read
Is that
about
unbelievable?
That's
I
amazing.
get
it's in
bored
this
with
book.
books. I get bored with the books. It's hard for me to stay focused. It really is. That's why I read magazines.
Howard, now don't come and see me. Will you do that?
Will we read books together?
No, we'll chase rattlesnakes. That's
But that's
fun.
it. I'm a pussy. I'm not into that stuff.
Well, you
what
can
are we gonna
stand
do?
behind me.
I like a glass of wine. We'll sit around.
We can do that.
All right.
I'm
let's-
serious, Howard. If
I
you're
wanna
going to
hang with
L.A., fly to Cabo, email
I'm
me.
not flying anywhere.
Come to, well, how you get into L.A., running?
I'm going under protest. I'm going to visit my daughter, and I'm going to, and my wife wants to go, and so I'm going. Believe me, I'm going under protest. I don't like any of this nonsense.
Howard, I have
listen.
one more question for the governor.
Okay.
Bobo, what is this, 60 Minutes?
No. Where are you going to be on December 21st, 2012?
He's obsessed with 2012.
I will be down in Mexico because they told me that if you're off the grid like I am and you have solar power, I asked the expert, I said, what'll happen to me if I'm off the grid on solar power? He said, well, probably the only negative thing for you is you're going to have 100,000 people who want to live with you.
Well, let me tell you something. If something goes down, then I will visit you.
It'd be too late then, Howard. You got to come before
I'm coming.
Don't
the
you
day
come
before.
just when the shit hits the
I'm coming
fan.
December 31st.
Don't you come when the shit
That's
hits the
when
fan.
I show up and be there for me.
You better come down and visit me.
You know where I'm
going to
be in 2012? I'm not going to be with Bobo. That's where I'm not going to be.
Yeah, if Bobo's going there, you're not going.
You're going to take my kid, man.
And what do we think of this John Hinckley being free? He shot the president. He's walking around. He's got a girlfriend. You read about this?
No.
He's got a girlfriend.
No.
He has basically visitation everywhere he goes. This guy shot the president. And forget the president. The president lived. He shot this James Brady in the head. He wrecked this guy's fucking life. And now he's running around like he's Mr. America. You know what I'm saying?
Well, blame the system. Why did they let him out?
The system stinks. The system is dirty.
Well, the problem is this.
Thank you.
I'm opposed to capital punishment. But on the flip side, I believe if you're sentenced to life in prison,
yes.
Why do they call it life if you can get parole?
Yeah.
Amen.
That's not life.
You're right.
No, I don't want anyone put to death because with the new DNA and all that, look at all the people they find that are innocent.
Look at George just woke up. How come you're so up to that? What happened?
Well, no, I've always been against the
death penalty.
But life should be life. When you're sentenced to life, it don't mean you get a parole hearing in 8
I agree
years.
with you. All right.
There should be consistency.
Now you got George all charged up,
Yeah,
and you're
he's
going to
gonna
leave, and I got to
start
deal with him.
piping up.
That's right. That's right.
And George, I bet, is tough to deal with, isn't
Yes,
he?
George,
he is.
He just has a look like he is
this
trouble.
morning. This morning
He looks like trouble waiting to happen.
This morning, you put me through the ringer. I mean, it's unbelievable. Okay, look.
No, you're a bold truth talker. I really have.
You've got a
great
fan over
admiration
there.
Well, thank you, George. And all I can say is,
Live long and prosper.
Live long and
there
prosper.
you go.
That's right.
Exactly.
Goddamn right.
Oh, wait.
When is this show going to go on?
There
What?
it is, right
There we
there.
are.
Howard.
But
Hey,
we're all giving each other the Vulcan. That's the true sign of
Wait a minute.
nerds.
George has his thumb sticking out. Is that wrong?
George can't do the
like
Vulcan
this.
sign.
Yeah, I have trouble doing it too, but I got it there.
George, are you saying on the Vulcan sign that you should have your thumb spread out?
Yes.
Oh, you
should?
should. Okay, there we go.
How do you know
Thumb
that?
is spread out. I can do
Leonard
it.
Nimoy invented it.
I know, and he told you that?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Listen.
Hey, Howard, one more thing. When is this show coming back? Conspiracy Theory.
Well, right now, we think it's coming back, but as you always know in Hollywood, you don't know for sure till they actually do it. But we're in communication.
Were the ratings good? Do you think
Ratings are phenomenal.
So then why wouldn't they bring it back?
Well, they censored one of them. The government came down on the network and only allowed one of them to be showed one time, and they had to pull it. They now acknowledge I made it. That was the one on Police State, where we discovered that there's a bill that the Department of Homeland Security got passed where FEMA is building no less than 6 internment camps.
Oh, my.
George, internment camps. George was in an
Well,
internment
the
camp.
last time we had them was during World War II, and we put our Japanese American
put in there
citizens
now?
in there.
I grew up in them. I did.
Did you?
Yes.
Well, guess. I don't know. That's who's going into them. That's the question I had. Who are these being built
George
for?
grew up in an internment camp. He was locked
Because
up.
of the Japanese, the war,
I'm
World
an
War II.
American of Japanese ancestry.
You want to go down?
I looked
you
like
want
the
to go
people
down?
who bombed Pearl Harbor.
You want to go down to the governor's place with me? We'll hang out. We can
All
talk
right,
about
I'll
it.
join you.
All right, listen. Okay.
I could learn a lot from this man here.
Yeah, believe me, you could.
Yes, indeed.
Well, I can learn a lot from George, too, because he tells me how to say tsunami.
Tsunami.
All right, listen. We've said a lot. Let people think about what you've said.
Okay.
All right. Jesse Ventura's book, 63 Documents The Government Doesn't Want You to Read, is in stores now.
How did we lose control of our government?
Well, when a coup d'etat happens, when they killed President Kennedy, that's a good way, because if you can get away with murdering the president, what can't you get away with?
Ken, what do you want? Go ahead in Mountainside, New Jersey. Quickly, the governor has an agenda.
Hey, Jesse, nice to talk to you. Quick theory I heard was that supposedly at the North and South Pole, that beyond the poles there's an opening and that there's an inner Earth. I'll give you quick examples. There's Admiral Byrd back in World War II time that supposedly the military sent him on journeys.
Do you believe the Earth is hollow, is what this man is asking?
Hollow? No.
Yeah.
I don't think
You
it
think
is.
people are walking from one end to the other to get
I think there could be.
I believe the Earth is hollow. What do you think of that?
There's molten lava and all
prove
that
I'm wrong.
down there.
Good luck. What is it? The governor's
It's not hollow. I went to that movie, The Journey to the Center of the Earth. I remember that.
Yeah, what is it?
JD just sent me a great article about the governor's show. Did you see this thing where there's a conspiracy theory that it's being erased from people's DVRs? Do you know about this?
No.
Oh, my.
There were people who were
He
saying
likes it,
that
though.
the show's being DVR'd, and then when they go there, it's been taken off.
gone.
Oh, yeah, the governor will check that out. Trust me. Believe me, there's something up there. All right, listen. Your head will explode. You start investigating that. Look, the governor wants to meet with you for some reason, and he will be signing copies of his book tonight from 7 to 9 at Bookends in Ridgewood, New Jersey. Go over and say hello. Tomorrow night from 7 to 9 at the Barnes & Noble in Fresh Meadows, New York. Thursday night from 7:30 to 9 at the Barnes & Noble in Clifton, New Jersey. The book is called what? The book is called Governor Jesse Ventura's 63 Documents the Government Doesn't Want You to Read. And go pick one up in the stores. Thanks for coming in and seeing us.
Howard, always a pleasure. And
A real
Howard,
pleasure.
please come down and visit me.
I'm coming.
I promise you'll be safe. Nothing. You get down there and you'll realize Mexico is a beautiful place.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
a
you, Governor. I've
beautiful
been there many
place.
times. I'm just not going back. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Howard.
And by the way, if you do get down to Mexico, you can see the governor in his backyard worshiping the sun. He is now a sun worshiper.
Every morning I get up and worship the sun.
Governor.
Yep.
More injustices revealed during today's interview with Howard.
What injustices?
Well, things that are going on in our country that we don't know about.
Well, there's lots of things going on in our country we don't know about because when our country classifies 16 million documents top secret, I would say that's just about every document they put out. And as I said, I have every right to know what my government does because they use my tax money to do it, and I have every right to know what my tax money is being spent on. It's my right as a citizen to know that.
In a democratic country.
In a democratic country, you should be able to know what your money is being spent on, and clearly our government is not open anymore. We're turning into one of the most secretive governments across the world today, and that's the wrong direction to be going. Thank God we got people like Howard Stern and people like that'll have people like me on so that we can talk about things of this nature.
Now, you alluded to maybe a revolution to sort of destroy the two-party system as the solution.
Well, the revolution is simple. All you got to do is refuse to vote for Democrats and Republicans. It's that simple. We have the power in our own hands. Stop electing them. When they play blame, who's ruined our country? They've been in charge for the last 50 to 100 years, so any problems we have go right back to the Democrats and Republicans. They're the ones that have been in charge. So if our country's screwed up, it's their fault.
And you think a show like Howard's can help promote this type of
absolutely.
social change and
Howard,
change?
hey, rest assured, they're already trying to take control of the internet. You don't think they're going to try to get control of satellite radio? You think that they don't want to control where Howard Stern can't say profanity? Look what it was like for Howard when he was on regular radio. They were fining him every week. And yet we're supposed to have free speech. Oh, rest assured they will attempt to get control of satellite radio. The government don't like nothing they don't control. They want to control everything. So
Hey, Governor, I have a quick question for you.
Yep.
Ben. If, let's say they give you a special pass to go through the airport.
Yeah. Well, they do to the speaker.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
But let's say they do that for people, and more people. How do they know it's you?
You show your passport.
But isn't that easy to fake?
No. Passports, your picture's on it. It's issued to you by the U.S. government.
But wouldn't it be?
I don't know.
Isn't it an easier system not to have the passes?
My point is this: certain elected officials are not required to. And what I'm suing over is the fact that how are they any more not dangerous? How come I'm more dangerous than them?
No, I agree. But should anyone have passes?
I can't answer that. But here's the bigger question, which we didn't get into in there. Why is it the government's job to provide security for what's a private sector business? Airlines are private sector business. Now, why don't the airlines provide their own security?
Oh, I agree with you.
And if they did that, then I could have like 90% of my flights now are Delta since they merged with Northwest in Minnesota. That way I could have a relationship with Delta Airlines to where they know Jesse Ventura's no threat. When he comes out, produces his thing, give him a ticket and put him on the plane and he goes through nothing.
Are you okay with luggage being searched?
Sure, that's what ought to be searched more.
But isn't that the same, isn't the Fourth Amendment, wouldn't that be the same thing? Luggage or a person?
No, I don't believe so. I don't believe your luggage. Well, the Fourth Amendment does says your papers and all that stuff. So yeah, I suppose technically now that I think about it, maybe it is. Who knows? But luggage, you have to remember, also leaves you. Once you put it on the thing and it goes on the plane, you're no longer in charge of your luggage anymore. And did you see the thing where that pilot took the photo down on the tarmac, where all the security upstairs, and yet on the tarmac all they had to do was run a card through a thing. And who did they prosecute? The pilot for revealing it. He got prosecuted for revealing that. Again, killing the messenger, not the message. And yet, here you got people, all they'd have to do, you could have the card, give it to me, I could be a terrorist, I run it through the thing, I could be down there right on the tarmac, because all you do is put a card through a thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying, we gotta get rid of cards.
Well, first of all, let me give you this one. Who have they caught? Nobody.
I don't know.
I mean, would they?
Oh, you mean?
Well, through what they're putting us through right now.
Right.
Who have they caught?
I don't know.
No one.
Yeah.
You think if they caught someone, it wouldn't be in the front page? Sure it would. They haven't caught anybody.
I think some people have been stopped, but I don't know if it's people that were more crazy people.
Well, but I mean, what terrorist have they caught?
I don't know.
None.
I don't know.
None. Why do they automatically assume that terrorists are going to do the same thing? Wait, when I was a SEAL, you don't repeat yourself. You don't patternise yourself. If you've got an objective you're going to get, and you go in this way to get it, you don't come out the same way you go in. You come out as alternate route.
Do you think it's good for the planes to have any kind of checking out?
Sure, they should. Absolutely. But it shouldn't be to what we're getting here, where they violate you and sexually assault you. Cops can't do it. If a cop pulls you over on the street, he cannot frisk you the way we're getting frisked at airports. And we haven't, remember this, when you go to the airport, they're treating you like you're guilty of something. You're guilty until you prove you're innocent.
Right. Well, I guess they would say you're choosing to go to the airport. They could say the same thing for the street, too.
Sure, but I mean, you're guilty. Aren't you supposed to be innocent until proven guilty? You have to prove you're innocent. Well, that's when you go in there, you're guilty.
But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're okay with the search of luggage, if you're okay with any kind of search, I don't see how it's different when it's your body.
Really?
I'm saying legally. If let's say you're holding a little purse with you, are you okay with that being searched?
No, you set it through the machine.
But should you have to do that?
Sure, because you could be carrying a gun.
Well, you could have a gun up your ass, too. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying I said, but someone could.
How do you get a gun up your ass?
I don't know. I've been to some parties and stuff.
People had guns up their asses.
I'm just saying metaphorically, a gun up your ass. I'm not saying.
Well,
I knew prison was a possibility.
Why should I? Okay, because I have metal in my body. Why should I be discriminated against? Why do I have to? Because I have metal. I can't help it.
This is the way I think of it. I don't know if it's the best system. I think they're trying to figure out what's the best way we can try to make it a little bit more secure.
When the government tells you they're going to keep you safe, be prepared. You're going to lose your freedoms then in order to keep you safe. Here's my quote. I would rather face the terrorist on a daily basis than give up any one of my freedoms. So if you're willing to give up your freedoms for safety, then you have no problem. I refuse to do that. I refuse to give up my freedoms to have the government attempt to make me safe.
No, I don't like it. I'm just saying, is there a way to securely make the plane without doing something?
Sure, have a relationship with the airline. They know who you are. And if you fly all the time, you'll know.
Thanks, Doug.
Okay, take care.
Tell Benji he's officially a weirdo. He's out there interviewing. He's in a deep discussion with Jesse Ventura.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Like, that was my point about Steve. Just leave the guests alone. Why do you have to bug the guests, Benji? Like a whole thing. Jesse Ventura wants to just... Hey, Jesse, can you just clear something up? Just grab that mic for a second. Benji's annoying the shit out of you, isn't he?
Out there?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you explain that to my staff that you're trying to get out?
I was getting ready to bitch slap him.
No, but I mean, you're ready to get out, and this guy's got a whole fucking dialogue going on. And you're being nice to him because you're here and you like the show and everything, but he doesn't understand.
No, he grills me and all that. But no, I wanted to tell you, Howard.
Yeah.
My wife and I are contemplating applying for Mexican citizenship.
Really?
But how are you going to be vice president?
Well, because you can have dual citizenship. I'm not giving up my U.S. citizenship. I just want Mexican because I go down there so often. It has benefits, too. In Mexico, when you turn 60, if you're a citizen, they cut your property taxes in half.
Well, that's nice.
So I'm contemplating being, and then maybe, who knows, I could end up the president of Mexico.
That's good.
Do you speak Spanish?
Huh?
Do you speak Spanish?
Of course not. What do you need?
How do you
bother?
Why bother learning the language?
People come here and don't learn this language.
George Bush didn't know the language. He was president.
Well, that's true.
Besides, George, you'd get an interpreter.
All right, hey, Governor, thanks. I'm sorry Benji was hassling you. Benji, what are you doing? The guy doesn't give a shit about sitting out in the hall and doing an interview.
He just did a whole interview in here.
It's like when I went and did that Piers Morgan show. Every staff member there got me involved in a conversation. They're all nice people, don't get me wrong. At Letterman, they know. Nobody bothers you. Because they know you just want to go home.
Yeah.
What do you think? The governor wants to... how did you get involved anyway with him? Seriously.
This is off limits.
No, come on. Why did you get involved with him?
I thought there was a question that I asked him that I thought was an interesting question. And I thought it was okay, not always, but like in a general little way, to sometimes if you're in the hall, to do a little question.
Leave him alone. You go do your thing. He's not looking to be interviewed by you.
What was your question?
Yeah. What was the great question?
I don't remember exactly how it started, but it was about if he's okay with luggage being searched for airlines.
Hey, Gary, fire anyone who bothers the guests after they leave. Seriously.
Interesting question. Are you worried about your luggage being searched?
I mean, he sat there. He had to ask him that. The fucking guy just spoke to us for an hour. It's enough. Stop it. Seriously. I'm being serious. Stop it.
Howard,
Leave people alone. He didn't come searching for you, did he? You went and sought him out with this burning question. How far into the interview did you come up with that question?
No. I don't.
George, do you know what I'm talking about? Seriously.
I do.
I mean, when you're on a set, even a movie set, you're trying to work. You can't sit there and entertain everyone.
Howard.
Benji, understand what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
So why'd you do it?
I didn't think. I thought it was okay when we do
what? To go hassle the guests? I just spoke to Steve Langford about that.
You didn't see how hard he was working here. He was answering all the questions. He had to be up and on the whole. Let him go.
No, but hey, who wrote me this? Benji was talking to Jesse through the whole break, not just one question. Come and tell me what Benji does.
Howard.
Yeah. You asked him a series of questions.
No, I asked.
Why?
I thought it was okay for us to
Why? But why would he want to sit there and answer your question?
Well, I actually think it was an interesting question. If you
for
see
who? For you?
Yes.
Not for him?
No, listen, Howard.
He's him. He knows the answer. What was the benefit in doing that? Honestly, I'm not making a bit about this.
I thought it was okay for us to do that.
Jason, what does he do?
In the hall.
He's a fucking nut. This
I'm
Benji.
hearing that Benji does this a lot.
Gary should walk over and say, Benji, get the fuck away from the guests.
But it was a 2-camera shoot when Benji was interviewing.
Of course, that's what he's doing. He's getting
he wants
camera
time. It's not necessary. The man's been gracious. He sat here for an hour and answered every one of my questions. I mean, what do you want from everyone? Stop it. This is how I make a living. You're interfering with it. What is it?
Yeah, Tim and I were in the green room, and we heard the whole thing. It was quite interesting. There was at one point, Benji was asking him about passports or something, but the conversation went to people could smuggle stuff into the country or whatever
and Jesse Ventura,
with a gun up their ass. And they were talking about guns up the ass.
Jesse Ventura is being kind and answering your question because he's He's grateful to the show. He
Howard,
likes me.
Howard, calm
You're
down a
using
second.
me. You're using me. And when I'm used, I feel very violent.
Calm down a second, and I'll
You're
answer.
using me.
Calm down a second, and I'll answer.
Well,
I thought it was fine for us to do that. And
no,
I thought that was like
it is
like
not
the
fine.
interactions
What
in
did
the
you
hall.
hear me talk about with Steve Langford?
That was something like off the show. I thought it was fine.
This is all. The
I thought,
hall is
like,
off the
little-
show.
I thought little interactions in the hall were fine.
No.
Do you want us to pull
No.
the tape? Do you want to hear the whole thing? We'll pull the tape.
Yeah, I want to hear it. No, you know what? I don't even want to hear it
fascinating
because it's
conversation.
boring, and it's boring to Jesse Ventura, and it's fucking stupid. Ronnie, pull his ass right out of there.
Howard, how many times I've told him?
No.
It doesn't matter who
I said
it is.
take him physically and move him out of the situation.
He's been in the green rooms with Miss Howard TVs, with a stripper, with this one, with
I
that
don't
one.
want him involved.
Don't I know your cousin? Do I know your sister? You look very familiar. Have I seen you before
Benji,
somewhere?
it stops today.
Oh, Howard, calm down. You just
Benji,
don't.
it stops today.
Dude,
I'm not.
dude,
don't
take
tell me
out
to
your
calm
anger
down.
on me and talk to me like that.
No, don't tell me to calm down. Dude,
I'm
this is
telling you to
my
calm
business.
down. This is mine, and this is mine too.
No, it isn't. I've worked
Dude,
fucking 30 years for this. Don't bring my guests into your bullshit.
I'm not. That's bullshit.
Don't,
No,
Benji, don't do it anymore. Period. I'm your boss, and I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't
talk to me
do it.
respectfully.
No.
Is
Dude,
he in a
don't do
shtick
it.
coma? Is
I don't
this
know,
what's
but
going
you're
on?
not listening, and I'm telling you, don't do it.
absolutely listening.
I started out respectfully, and now I'm getting annoyed. I don't want you pulling your shtick with Jesse
I'm not
Ventura and the
pulling
other
shtick.
guests.
Dude, listen.
Dude,
I asked TV before. Oh, is it okay? Is it okay? Are we supposed to
I'm
ask?
telling you, no.
All right, then if you say no, it's no.
No.
But don't act like I fucking did something like as some like thing to use you or something.
That's a use.
How's
You're
it a
using
use?
my success and fame to enable yourself to go out in the hall, and I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're bothering these people. But
I'm
you
not.
can't do that. We're conducting a business. We want guests to come back.
I get it. I get it.
You know, I got to tell you something. It would be a long time before I'd go back on Piers Morgan. You know why? They nudged the shit out of you. They had me taping there for an hour and a half for an hour show. They grudged me. You know what that means? It means like then I get off the air and I'm doing an interview for CNN.com. I'm doing an interview for this one now because I'm being gracious. I want to be a nice guy. Once they have me, they took advantage of me. You're taking advantage of me. You're a guy I admire and I like, but you do things that you don't think. I just spoke to Steve Langford about not annoying the guests, and now I'm speaking to you. You're going in the hall. The guy just did an hour in interview. And you know what his thought is? Gee, I go on Stern, and it's like a fucking three-ring circus when I leave. I got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide from the Benjis of the world.
I rarely.
All right, thank you. That's it. You don't have to say any more. You're not going to do it anymore, right?
Can I?
Are you going to do it anymore?
Can I discuss?
We're done. Are you going to do this anymore?
No.
Okay,
But-
we're
but-
done.
but you
Fine.
know, you're making
your
me-
rationale doesn't matter.
No,
It's irrelevant.
I checked and I got permission before I do stuff like that.
Only check with me.
All
the,
right.
the other people around here are lunatics.
All right.
So that's what I was going to ask. He's saying that TV had given him permission.
They did?
Is that what he's saying? That's
Is
what
that
I'm
true?
asking.
I checked.
I will then talk to TV about
All
the
right.
permissions they give. Who is TV? They're supposed to just sit there and videotape. What, are they now writing material? If they're misleading you, then I got a problem with them. Did they mislead you?
I've asked before.
You didn't ask today.
Yes, I did, Rob.
You did.
You did.
So you asked.
All right.
Yes.
But do me a favor. Don't ask anymore.
Okay.
Stay out of it. It's not for you. Are you giving Benji permission to bother the guests?
You're getting
Greg?
permission from Greg?
No, I know I don't get. I know I don't have authority. He just said, "Is it all right if I talk to Jesse?" And I was done interviewing him, so I said, "Yeah, go ahead." I mean, who am I to say yes or no?
Yeah, exactly. Listen, Benji now doesn't have to ask your permission. He understands he's not to bother the guests. Okay?
Can I just tell him no if he?
Don't tell him
Just tell him
anything. Say,
anything, okay.
ask Howard because I'm not your boss.
Yeah, because the way I see
But
it,
I've
I
heard a
just
rule
didn't-
around here that we don't annoy the guests.
And I agree. I
Okay.
just didn't know whether to say yes or no. I said that's
All right.
your call,
He puts
not
you
mine.
in an awkward position. Thank you.
Yeah.
I get
Okay.
the whole scene.
Okay.
I got it. All right. Benji, I apologize if I spoke to you disrespectfully, but I need you to not bother the guests. I'm saying it as nicely as I can. George, do you understand what I'm saying?
I certainly do.
Yes. He doesn't listen.
I
to me.
didn't realize he was going out and doing shtick
Robin,
with
calm
the
down.
guests.
What do I know? I sit here. I'm working toward the next thing. You understand? I don't know what's going on out in those halls. I can't police them.
Oh, Robin.
It's,
Oh,
you know what it is, Robin?
Robin.
Rob,
Yeah.
Oh, Robin is right. It's the Wild West out there.
Robin, calm down.
I'm not I'm not
Calm down.
uncalm.
She's calm as can be. I'm the one that's tanked up.
Listen, I rarely talk to celebrity guests.
Right. And
'cause I
make
know
it
that's
even
something you
more
don't-
rare, like
but
never.
when I do, I've always
Fred,
checked.
why doesn't he
You
understand
didn't
this?
check with anybody
Fred,
who
I'm working
really
with
knew.
you. I'm working with you 30
thick.
years. I see you when the guests leave. You don't even fucking. In fact, you in a creepy way. You don't even acknowledge them.
Well, I try not to bother them
love it.
because I figure
Good.
they're on their way out. They've just done a half an hour or an hour of an interview. The
Can I
last
tell
thing
you
they want to
something?
be doing is
Fred,
involved in pleasantries.
Isn't it true when you're raising dogs, the older dog can teach the younger dogs? Is that true?
This is true, but I think Benji
now,
is untrainable.
You're the older dog.
Benji's
no,
he is untrainable.
a brain damaged dog.
Follow.
He is. I think.
Fred, Benji, follow Fred. Learn from example.
I think he
I'm
got
gonna start
hit in the
following
head.
you around.
You know why? You know why Fred's with me all this time, and he does well for himself.
Probably he's good at what he does.
He's smart. He's smart. And you're smart too, but you don't say no to yourself.
Not when it comes to that.
Right. You can do it. Okay, control yourself. You can be a pro. You go on Letterman. Paul Schaefer doesn't run back and have conversations with you.
Doesn't chase you out.
Doesn't chase you out.
Asking questions about passports.
He went in one day. I had Andrew Dice Clay here. Benji runs in, starts kissing him.
And I checked with you first.
And what did I say? What did I say?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
But of course, before I kiss someone, I would check with you.
That's right.
All right. Can
so
I kiss George?
So why wouldn't you? Yeah, go ahead. Kiss him.
Here he comes, George.
Leave George alone. He doesn't want to kiss you. Come on, maybe he does.
I don't know.
George, you want him to kiss you?
He wasn't shying
Go
away.
ahead. He wants it. He wants it. Go ahead.
kiss him.
Go ahead and kiss
Go
him.
kiss him,
Go ahead.
Benj. Now Benji doesn't want
George,
to.
give him permission.
He's shy. No, I think the request is reasonable.
Here you go.
There it goes.
All right, Benji. Oh! George, you gave him the tongue.
No, I did not.
He just
You
opened his
opened your
mouth.
Benji, why'd you pull back?
Kiss.
Did he put his tongue in?
It could have been about to happen.
You ever kissed another guy?
Just on here, like.
Go ahead and kiss him.
I don't want to. I mean, it's interesting.
He's
but
bashful.
It's not in a sexual way, but to have.
Go ahead and
to
kiss
say
him.
you've made
George
out
says it's okay.
with
George is
Takei.
famous.
But Benji, let me say,
Takei, yes.
the request being made of you right now is a reasonable one. You know, because
To make out with you?
No.
Come on.
The interviews and all the other.
George, I
Benji,
get that. I've always
Do
been
you want to
respectful.
kiss George or not?
Just say, you understand, rather than
Right.
Arguing.
maintaining a.
Yeah.
I think it'd be
defined
funny as
position.
hell to make out with him, but man,
George, are you on microphone? Because you're saying some wise things,
It's a reasonable request.
George, I get that, and I've always done that.
No,
I've
but
always,
you're kind of resistant to.
Yeah, no,
accepting
I'm
it.
resistant when I'm painted in a certain light that's not true. About
It
me.
is true.
No,
You're
it's
not
not.
listening to me.
Yeah, I am.
And I'm trying to teach you. You're
Okay.
a good guy. I want to see you succeed. And I'm telling you, it's inappropriate to go out and bother the guests.
And I don't do that.
Well, you did it today.
I checked, and I thought it was appropriate.
Don't check with Greg Carmel.
Check with anybody.
Checking with Greg Carmel
Now
is
we
ridiculous.
realize.
He
Greg
just
doesn't know.
announces what he's going to do, and then the person just says,
No,
okay.
that's not true. That's not true.
what-
All
That's
right.
what it
Check
sounded
with
like.
check with me.
All right.
And you know what? And 9 times out of 10, you're going to say to yourself, you know what? I'm not going to even bother Howard with this. I'm just not going
I
to do
hope.
it. You're going to see it's going to work for you. Check with Howard because I will tell you what to do. I'm ready to command you. I'm a leader. I will lead you. Greg doesn't lead. I lead. And I will lead you down the right path. When you come to me for guidance, trust me, you'll get the fucking answer. Right, George?
What's the answer?
I think
I don't
George
know.
is still
Benji?
swooning from the kiss.
But kiss Benji, will you?
I still sense a little resentment and
No,
defiance.
He's
no,
fine.
no. I like that you will want to do it and stuff. I like that.
No. To what he's been saying.
Yes, it's true.
Do you want to kiss
Benji,
George?
does
No,
he-
not the kissing.
Benji's embarrassed. But
No, George. I don't. I'm a resistance to being painted in a certain way that I'm.
Benji, I
gonna
only
do it,
talk to someone like a child who acts like a child.
But Howard, I wasn't.
Okay. But your resistance to my suggestion is very inappropriate.
Because the way you listen, I thought I checked in an appropriate way. I thought
Okay.
TV does have control.
Now, from
of
now
that.
on, what are you going to do? Let's say you have an urge to talk to one of the guests out in the hall.
I
What are
would
you gonna do?
I would check in an appropriate way, which is to check with you.
Thank you. And I guarantee you now, I bet you I'll never hear from you.
Let's be honest. You weren't interested in the answers to those questions. You were
course
just
not.
nudging
Because they weren't
Jesse
even- they
Ventura.
weren't
I mean,
even
what
good
was
questions.
the point? They're dumb questions.
Well, listen. That's subjective. Maybe you feel it's dumb. Maybe you don't.
But what's
I
the
don't
point?
feel-
You're not on the air. What, you needed the answer? You needed the answer
no,
about
no.
passports?
I thought it was okay in the hall, and I thought that was part of the TV thing.
I see. Okay, all right, I get you.
You know,
fine. Now we're all
Governor
clear.
Ventura is a fascinating man, and we all would like to
Have our
engage him
private
in
time.
private conversation. But you know, there are a lot of us here, so we've got to recognize that.
See what
the
a nice
interview
way
has been
George
done.
says it. You want me to talk to you like that? Benji, Governor
And not
Ventura.
just say, "Shut
Here,
up,
let me
Benji."
let me start over
You
again.
don't have to
Benji, look at me. Governor Ventura.
Howard,
listen to me. Just listen to me.
You don't have
Governor
to justify.
Ventura is a very, very, very busy man, and all of us would like our private time. I mean, after all, I would love to speak with him as well. But we all respect the fact that Governor Ventura is busy. So
You don't have to justify any kind of behavior that you want here. If you want us to walk, if you want me to skip through the hall,
George,
that's fine.
I'm sensing
But I'm
some
saying-
resistance. What about you?
I'm sensing resentment as well.
I am as well.
My sensors tell me that.
George, I believe you're correct. He is still resisting. Resistance is futile.
It's a little.
It's a little
tense here.
annoying,
George,
isn't it?
I'm in the middle of this.
Tense,
I love you.
I love you too.
All right.
And
All
that's
right.
why
Benji, thank you.
we
I
want
love
you to
you.
be a little bit more
Kiss
pliant.
me. Kiss me and be pliant.
He's making sense.
Yes.
Because I would like to have engaged him in conversation. I'm sure all the other people in the corridor would too. But, you know,
George, I
he's
checked.
got to go.
I checked, and I thought it was
Okay.
inappropriate.
All right.
to
Now
check.
we
And
know,
it-
though,
this is-
right? Now we
Got
know.
it. Got it.
Got it.
All right.
Can I just tell you what?
All right. I have to move on with the news.
Can I just say,
Tsunami.
Greg is upset. You know, he wants me to explain exactly what.
I understand
what,
everything.
No, what checking means.
I understand. He wasn't checked with.
Greg
He just
was
said, "Hey, do you
shooting-
mind if I talk to the governor?" And he goes,
And
"Yeah,
Greg goes,
sure, go
sure."
ahead." I got it.
Wait, I didn't. First of all, I didn't try to pin this on Greg. I said, I checked
Gary,
with TV.
I get it. I understand where Benji's coming from. It's not going to happen anymore because Benji's going to check with me, and I will tell him when it's appropriate to talk to the guest, and the answer is never. So anytime you have the question, you can even do that. Exercise your mind. Should I go to Howard with this? Shorthand. But ask me if you get confused. Thank you. All right. Thank you, George, for stepping in. I appreciate it.
George, how was your kiss?
How was my what?
How was your kiss with Benji?
Unfulfilled.
Still more to be had?
Well, it was aborted. He withdrew too early.
Benji, you've never done that before.
Made out with George?
Right.
Well, we really didn't make out.
Yeah, we didn't.
It was just a beginning, you know. It's coitus interruptus.
Do you think there's
Kissus interruptus.
Do you think there's any reason this might happen again during the rest of the week? Or more of
Well,
an
it's all up to Benji.
I think you probably will.
I'm game,
And gay.
and it's up to him and straight.
We'll see what happens.
Well, there's a little bit of everything in everybody, and maybe we're exploring a little bit of Benji's openness to exploring his full persona. There may be something there, and good for you. Good for you to not be so rigidly constrained.
Well, some people are gay for pay. I'm gay for Takei. Dude, I wasn't saying like trying to pin it on you. I've talked to Doug. But I've always checked before you interview someone. Oh, is it cool if I ask something? So.
But how that gets misconstrued as I gave you permission to go up to Jesse and talk to him.
I thought you guys had the authority to do that.
I definitely. But I would never be able to give someone of my rank here would never be able to give someone of your rank permission to do anything.
Is Doug around?
I'm sure, but
no, I've talked to Doug and said like, you know, he's always been like, yeah, just check with the camera guy, that kind of thing. If you want to, first of all, I rarely talk to a celebrity.
How many times have I
Hey,
told
fuck off, man.
How many times
Fuck
have I
off,
told
man.
you?
Fuck
Seriously.
off.
No,
Seriously,
not
you're being a
fuck
dick
off.
and you
Not
know it.
fuck off.
Fuck
How
off.
many
I gotta go
times?
back in. I'd
How
love
many
to continue
times?
this later.
How many times have I told you?
Dude, you try to be a dick.
I don't try to be a dick.
Yes, you do.
No, I try to enforce the fucking rules.
Yes,
here.
you do, man.
Yes, Richard and Sal went through the same thing. You don't see them in there anymore.
Calm down.
I'm just telling you, man. You don't listen. You don't give a fuck until you get fucking.
I don't have a free moment. I got to drop down to 2 days a week. He won't let me.
Look, he's looking at you saying, this is not where you cut. If you got to cut something, this is not where you cut.
That's exactly what he's saying. He's saying, cut something else out of your life because you need this.
That's right.
Yeah, he says, I don't need patience. You need this. You need to be.
Don't look at this as the lost leader.
I said to him, listen, I have been coming 3 and 4 days a week for 13 years.
Has it been that long?
He says, it's not about the years. I go, well, but I said, what are you looking for in me?
What are you trying to get to?
Yeah, because I'll fake it. Anything to get out of here. So he gave me a list of things that why I'm in therapy. He had to remind me and tell me. He says, look, if you go 2 days a week, you're going to be coming here the rest of your life. Do you want to settle this once and for all and get your shit together? Come 3 days a week. I said, how long before I see results?
You have seen results now, stop.
I'm insane.
But what was on this list? Were you?
Well, there are things I need to work on. I'd rather not share with you.
But you agreed with the list.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I did. I agree with the list. He's right. But you know what it is, Robin? Look, I need free time. I am so busy with the meeting. Don't ask me what I'm meeting about, but I'm meeting every minute.
Yeah.
And just the business phone calls and the day-to-day life stuff. And, sometimes you need time to sit and read a magazine. That's what we do for, listen. Like the other day, I'm reading Rolling Stone with that maniac, Phil Collins. Then it comes up on the air. In other words,
that's great.
I'm
great
doing
stuff.
my homework. Boy, is that guy nuts.
I got to read that article. You've intrigued me. I can't imagine Phil Collins is upset.
He won't. First of all, who even knew he was upset? If he didn't drag attention to himself by saying, everybody goofs on me, everyone considers me a lightweight.
Who mentioned him?
Nobody. He's in this article ranting and raving that I guess Liam Gallagher of Oasis used to make fun of him on stage. Now, the guy from Oasis is gone for 20 years already.
And it's on stage. How many people are seeing it?
No one's seeing it. He says, everyone's against me. Everyone considers me to be the guy who ruined Genesis. I'm saying, really? Who the fuck cares? He goes, Genesis with Peter Gabriel as the lead singer. They were a progressive rock band. I took over and we had tremendous hits, 20 hits in a row, pop hits. And everyone says I ruined Genesis. So, okay. He says, and then I can't drum anymore because I have a bad back and I can barely hold drumsticks. Look at my hand. This guy's psychotic. Now he can't hold the drumsticks. Listen, he's in real pain, but he needs to go see Dr. Sarno. You know that.
Yeah.
But go talk to him.
Well, listen to him. Obviously, he's got issues.
Then he's holed up in some, like Sweden or somewhere. I forget where. But
yeah, I know he's over in one of those places you run for tax.
Collecting Alamo.
Amnesty.
He's collecting Alamo memorabilia. He has the largest collection of the Alamo, and he's telling the interviewer, look at this Bowie knife. I'd run right out of the room. Look at this Bowie knife. It's the exact knife that Davy Crockett held. And even the interviewer's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're British. What do you care about the Alamo?
I don't know, but he's got a huge collection of human teeth, too, like from the Alamo. And, I mean, what the fuck is he doing? There's a reason he has the largest collection, because nobody else cares.
Yeah. Everybody gives him that crap.
Yeah, and then he can't do music anymore. He can't write music. And his 3 marriages, each marriage was a disaster.
Worse than the next, huh?
I mean, the guy's a lunatic. I love him.
You love him because he's worse than you.
Yeah, and he's not in therapy. And I was thinking that. I said, listen, Phil Collins isn't in therapy. What am I doing here?
And he sounds like he's having a wonderful time.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's having a good time. He's with the Alamo memorabilia. His Davy Crockett's hat or something.
He's probably, has he got one of those displays where he has everything set up?
Everything's behind glass, like nicely displayed. They said it, the writer was kind to him, but I think the writer figured he better get out of there before it turns into Silence of the Lambs.
Before he uses that Bowie knife on him.
Yeah, it's funny. And he's obsessed with the guys from Oasis saying that he ruined Genesis.
They can't even keep themselves together.
Right. But, I need free time. That's my point.
Well, don't look for it from your therapy.
Because I'm in the middle of something, I got to run to therapy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
It interrupts my day. Robin, there's a reason you left, too.
What?
Therapy.
I'm
you're back in.
Yeah, right.
1 day a week?
Yes.
That ain't therapy. According to my guy.
I'm just talking to somebody.
And believe me, you crossed my mind. I go, Robin's really fucked up. And she doesn't even go to therapy. She goes 1 day a week. How does she get to go 1 day a week?
Well, don't go to therapy and use that time for yourself.
Oh, my God, George.
See? That's what I said. I just want to cut down to 2 days a week.
Save money, and that time is yours.
He won't let me.
Read magazines or whatever you want to do.
He won't let me.
George, do you want Howard to have a happy life?
I think he'd be happier.
How much more life do I have? I'm an old dude.
Well, none of it's been happy. I hope you'll have at least one happy year.
A happy year? Forget it. We're working on a happy day.
Move to Sweden and start collecting Waterloo memorabilia.
Waterloo.
Napoleon's
Right,
George
I
doesn't
know.
care about you. George could care less if you're miserable.
I'll be
No,
94.
I don't.
I'll be 94 and
I
finally.
want everybody to be happy.
I can't wait to be cured at 94. I can't go through this another 13 years.
Well, who said it was another 13 years?
I don't know. I think he's saying
If you cut down to 2 days, maybe that will be another 13 years.
How about I stop completely like you did?
Oh, God.
I'm sick of it.
So then you'll have to go back.
Well.
I don't understand all this dependence on therapy.
Oh, my goodness, George.
Right.
Why
Me
do
too.
people go to therapists?
Because I'm fucked up.
But you're wonderfully.
I mean, you have no idea how deeply fucked up I am.
Why and how?
Why? I can't relate to anybody.
Oh, you relate to so many people.
No, this isn't
you're a
relating to
brilliant
people.
interviewer.
This isn't relating to people. This is my job.
Yes, and
That I
you
do
it
well. That's about all I do well. That's it.
And
everything else is a disaster.
Aren't you happy doing what you're doing?
Yeah, at work.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not even happy with that.
Why?
Because I neurotically obsess over it.
But you're good at it. You're the best.
Yeah, but I don't feel that way.
Why?
That's the point.
Here we go.
That's why I need therapy.
Fundamental.
Well,
you
that's
have
why
no
I need...
reason to feel that way.
Well, but that's what I feel. You can't. I don't have a control over it. That's the problem. I'm trying to work my way out of it.
A deep down
bad feeling.
insecurity.
Not insecurity, but a bad feeling about everything.
Why?
And then I think everything's
it's
doom and gloom.
unfathomable to me.
Doom and gloom.
Why should you feel that way? You're doing.
But of
something
course, I
that you
shouldn't
do
feel that way.
well.
It goes into a lot of things. That's why you got to be in therapy.
You know, I'm baffled by all.
George, you're talking sense. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
That's why
Doesn't
he's
make
in
sense.
therapy.
I mean, sure, we all have problems, but
You know what I
don't
love
go to a
about you?
therapist,
I know you don't go to a therapist.
and I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You've got it together. Maybe you got what you needed in life. I walk around generally angry.
Why?
Well, that's why
People
I'm in
love
therapy.
you?
I don't.
Oh,
but
my
George,
God.
It's
no matter how many
unfathomable.
times you
You
tell
have
me
no
people love
reason
me,
for it.
I'm angry all the time.
At what? At whom?
Well, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Yes.
But,
What is it?
But if I knew the answer, I wouldn't be in therapy. I'm
Well, then
angry.
if you don't know
I
the
walk around
answer-
angry like. "Argh."
Why should you be angry?
Well, that's why I'm in therapy. That's
We
what I'm trying to
love
get. I'm trying. Yeah, you love me, but
Yes.
I've got to not be angry.
Why? I mean,
I don't want to walk around angry.
George, you're not a good therapist.
No, I'm not a therapist, and I don't.
You're
claim
not?
to,
You're kidding.
And it's beyond
George,
my
you asked
understanding.
why I'm in therapy. I'm walking around angry.
And I can't understand why you should be angry.
That's why you go to therapy, because I can't understand it either.
Well, I could find things, that I can't understand.
Right.
And I don't.
So do you
need a
sometimes you
therapist
need?
for
Well,
it.
you don't need a therapist because you don't need answers. You're happy all the time. You walk around happy with Brad and those plays and sucking each other's dicks, and you couldn't be happier. Maybe dick sucking is what I need to do. Let me see your dick.
Try it? Have you tried it?
No, I haven't.
Well, maybe you
It's not
might
my
find
thing.
happiness.
Yeah, well, maybe. Who knows? But I mean, you were just flitting around with play. What'd you do last night?
We had dinner with friends.
That would
from
you see
London.
that would make me insane right
Why?
there. I don't want to have dinner with friends.
Wonderful restaurant. At Columbus Circle.
I just want to be alone with Beth at the restaurant.
Oh, well,
I want your friends gone.
there are wonderful places where you can have just the two of you.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. There's something wrong that I don't enjoy. My dinner with friends.
Why do you not?
I invite people over and then I wish they would leave. Now, do you think that's normal?
No.
No. Okay, so there's a problem.
And have you thought on why you have that problem?
Yes, that's why I'm in therapy. When I ask myself the question, I can't come up with the answer.
I think you complicate things unnecessarily.
Well, perhaps. Listen, if
you
I was a
thought-
guy who didn't have the means to go to therapy, or if I was, I would just live with it. I'm fine. I can function perfectly. I'm not a guy who's on medication. I function and I go through life like a dynamo, you understand? But I wouldn't mind settling down and enjoying some aspects.
It's because you know that there are people called therapists. If you didn't know that,
Well, then
you
I couldn't
wouldn't
go.
to it.
Right. So
And
so I tried it, and it does help me. It helps me to
It
understand
has
myself.
improved the quality
But you
of his
still
life.
are angry, you say.
I am angry.
So
That's right.
it hasn't helped you.
Well, it's helped me in other areas.
I mean, he's less angry.
Right.
Trust me.
Yeah. See?
I've never known you to be, well, I mean, yeah, there are times when you are angry, legitimately.
Getting annoyed with you right now.
Am I?
No, I don't.
Am I annoying you?
Yeah.
But I just don't understand this thing about therapists and people, how dependent
If you
they
feel,
get.
yeah, I don't feel dependent. The problem is I'm ready to walk away at any time. I think I don't need a therapist.
Why don't you?
That's the
Try it.
problem. Because if I wasn't in therapy most of my life, and I'm telling you, I went through the motions. I want to be human and feel things. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I want to be more involved with people. When I sit and talk to Robin, I want to be more, like, I'm not talking about on the air. When I'm off the air, I want to be more there for her. Do you understand?
Oh, but maybe because, the relationship and the conversations that you have on the air are engaging, interesting, and you really connect with people. Maybe you should.
But I need to be there for my wife, too. Like, I'm a better husband because now I connect better with my wife. I hear what she's saying.
Good.
But that happened through therapy. That wouldn't have happened any other way.
Oh, I'm sure you would have found a way to connect with people without the therapist.
No. No.
You do it.
No, I didn't recognize this in myself.
George, you're killing us.
We're boring Robin.
The problem is, you know what? He's right. I'm going to quit today.
I think you should.
That's right.
All right.
Because you have the stuff in you.
And when his life falls apart, George, are you going to be responsible?
I'm so confident that he can handle it. Yes,
but
I
when
will take
it falls apart,
I always
waggle your finger at me,
George. I always handled life. I have no problem handling life. I can handle my life. But I would like the quality of my life to be somewhat better. I understand where I'm missing out a lot. I see people doing things and reacting to things in a different way than I do.
We all have.
They're more connected.
Like, there are some conversations that you have that I know nothing about and I have absolutely no interest in, and I just step back and listen to you.
George, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you have close friends?
I do.
People you call on the phone frequently and share your life with?
We travel together, yes.
Okay, ask Howard if he has that.
Do you have that?
No.
You don't?
No.
Why don't you?
I'm not interested.
You're not interested in having friends?
No.
Why?
That's a good. Do you think that's normal?
Well, everybody is different. You all have.
I'm suspicious of everyone.
Well, maybe that's a quality that you have.
Well, that's right. I don't like that. Why can't I trust a few people?
Because we are all different, and we have this brief moment called our lives. Ourselves.
I would like to know why I'm different.
Because you are. And Robin is different, and I'm different. Benji's different from each other.
But what if I'm not?
And that's what makes life in this world so interesting.
So I should walk around miserable and angry.
No.
And not do anything about it.
If you recognize diversity, then you recognize the reality.
But what do I do about me? I recognize diversity. I recognize that you're happy, and I recognize that I'm miserable and angry. So why shouldn't I try to work on that? It's not life-threatening. It's not that I can't go through life. I can function. Look at me. I'm a dynamo. But I would like to understand myself and open up a little bit and not be so angry and miserable.
Maybe you should take some time off and meditate, ponder on.
I do meditate. I've been meditating since I'm 18 years old, and that's helped too.
Good.
These are things I do to help myself.
And you think that work keeps you from having more
work makes me nuts.
Well, work
everything
makes
me nuts. Everything irritates me.
Maybe you should quit work.
I was going to quit work, and then I was afraid because I figured I'll be miserable there too. I wanted to quit.
Maybe you might make peace with the fact that you
are
a miserable type.
No, I don't want to walk around miserable. I want to get better.
Well, do I want to be more than what I am? Sometimes I do. But, you
couldn't be any more annoying right now.
Well, that's who I am.
Right.
I'm interested in people, and I like the people I like.
I would like to be interested in people, too.
Yeah.
Just like you. I like to flit around and, have dinner parties.
I do not flit.
Well, come on. Your feet are almost off the ground. I see you. You walk around. You go to theater. No, I mean the highest praise if I flit.
Flit?
You flit around. I see you're the life of the party. You go on a Star Trek cruise and it doesn't piss you off. There's something amazing about that.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I like
you're
people.
there with mutants and you don't even get upset.
Infinite diversity and infinite combinations.
I admire
I mean, you
you.
have your whack pack, and some
I
people will
enjoy
say,
them on the air.
He's not hanging out with them.
Yeah, you're hanging out with the whack pack and having a good time.
Only
You're there
for
on a boat
brief
with them.
Period of time.
On a boat. How long are those
On
cruises?
a boat. Sometimes a weekend, sometimes a week.
That's an amazing thing. And you walk off happy.
Well, as I say, there are compartments.
I would see, if I would walk around like this, I'd be like, I got to go do a fucking Star Trek cruise. Jesus Christ. I mean,
I have colleagues who do that.
Yes, I would be like
You know
this.
who they are.
Well, I would be like, yeah, I know, William. So do you want me to be like William Shatner the rest of my life, miserable?
There are certain people that I want to see be complete.
Wouldn't it be amazing if William
I don't
Shatner
care about him.
had the ability to open up his heart and say to you, George, I'm so sorry that we didn't get along on Star Trek and I've been acting like a horse's ass.
It's not just me. It's all the rest of
Yes, but wouldn't you be proud of William if he could grow as a person and see that he's a misery?
Yeah, but he.
So how do you think he's going to do that?
He inflicts that on the people he works with.
Right. So don't you?
Don't.
Yeah, but I can also be miserable. You don't want to see me. I'm not like William Shatner, but you don't
make
want
other people happy, and you feel miserable about that.
That's
fact.
right. That's right.
And I think that's a laudable thing. The making other people happy is a laudable thing. And because we love you, we want you to be as happy as
all right.
the
so
people
how
that you
would
make
I?
happy.
So how would I get there? Therapy. It's a conclusion.
Not necessarily.
Not
Sometimes
necessarily.
You can
but
find
for
it in
me,
yourself.
Well, I have been unable to find it in myself.
Yes, you
I'm
can.
not No, I can't.
You have helped
I'm not
other
introspective
people.
like that.
You have helped so many people that.
Why do
call
you
in
assume I can help myself with that? I don't
Because
even like.
you've helped
When
other
I'm
people.
alone, I never think of myself. I shut down completely. I don't feel any emotions or anything.
Then
I need
you
someone to bring that
meditate.
out. I do meditate.
Think on why is it, or to be one with.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Well, you go to a therapist too.
He is annoying me.
He is. It's like talking to a wall.
Let me
He
ask you
keeps
something.
saying the same thing. He won't listen.
Do you think Brad should lose weight?
I would like him to.
Okay,
yes.
he's fat now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
I wouldn't call it fat.
Why do you think
he's more substantial?
Don't you think being fat makes him miserable?
I think he doesn't really care.
And what do you think of that trait? That he doesn't
maybe
care about his appearance.
I need to make my peace.
No, but
with
what do you
that.
think about him? That he doesn't care about how he looks or feels?
I tell him, it's.
And you're not getting through to him, are you?
What?
You're not getting through to him.
I'm not.
So don't you think, no matter how much he thinks about it, he's still in a bad place? And maybe if he went to a therapist, he could work through why he's eating so much?
Maybe the problem is with me.
No.
Maybe I should accept him.
You're
as
not
he
the
is.
no. That's
Maybe,
not the problem.
His father was slim. His brother is slim, and I don't know why he.
But you know it's not healthy for him. And if he wants to change that and care, wouldn't he need some help with that? Of course, he can
you
meditate
think a
all day.
therapist will get him slim?
A therapist could say to him, "What's going on?" and let's take a look at this.
He's had a trainer, and that didn't work.
Right.
He had a gay trainer, and that didn't work. So I got
the gay
him
trainer didn't work.
A straight trainer didn't work, and a gay trainer
I
didn't
got
work.
him a straight woman trainer too, and that didn't work either.
Did you think the problem was that it was a straight trainer? Maybe it was a sexy gay trainer would work. Where did you find the gay trainer at your gym?
Oh yeah,
and you knew right away he was gay.
Oh, he was open.
And what was your theory about that? Getting him a gay trainer, that maybe it would motivate him to be with another gay man.
And there are other guys that look good.
Right.
That didn't work, and I thought maybe he needs someone that is straight and a woman.
Right.
So that all that element is gone. The thing of sexual attraction.
Right.
And that didn't work either.
Well, maybe
and
you
she
need
was
therapy.
Good. She was tough, but she was friendly.
Did you ever consider therapy for him?
No, I did not.
Do you ever consider therapy for yourself to get over the hang-up that he's fat?
No, I did not.
So there you go. Maybe you need help with that.
Yeah, maybe
you both need a gay therapist. Think about it.
All right, good advice. We will look into that.
I'm in the George Takei loop.
I know.
I love him. Can we bring back internment camps and put George in one?
Oh, Jesus.
Now there's a mouse wheel that we can run in. Yes.
No, you're a tough guy to argue with. I bet you. Now I understand why Brad's eating so
Brad,
much.
yeah, if
poor
he's
Brad.
got to argue with George.
You're tough to argue with. You really are. You're a taskmaster.
Maybe
you're a tyrant.
too single-minded, and I think I'm right.
I'm surprised you're not open. I'm surprised you're not open to these things.
To
therapy.
A therapist.
I would think you were. You're so progressive.
Well, I see you as someone who has
it all together.
Yeah.
But I don't.
But
It's
just
an
because you
illusion.
see him that way doesn't mean he feels that way.
Yeah, right. And I can't understand what goes on in his mind.
Listen, I'm not a complete fuck-up. I could get through life without
you're
therapy. I
brilliant at
did.
it.
Listen to me. I go home, I relax, I do. But I would rather not be so angry all the time and have issues all the time, and then
And you don't
make other
exhibit
people
that.
do things for me where I could probably be more independent and more. I don't exhibit that on the air. You only see me on the air. Here I'm a god, but when I go home, I don't function so well.
Do you know he doesn't know where he lives? If he was left out on the street, he couldn't find his way home from here.
I don't know how to get here.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
can.
Put me
and
on the street.
He doesn't live that far
If it
away.
weren't for Ronnie driving you, you couldn't get home.
I have no idea. Now, that's something wrong with
If
that.
we put you out of the
I would
building-
never get home. I would never see home again. Now, there's
I
something
feel a
wrong
little
with
tugging at my leg.
No, it's true, George.
No. I don't even know where this is, where we are right now. I don't know what floor
You know-
we're on. I don't know how we get here every day. I don't know how I get in the building. I just get here. Someone in other words,
brings you
I'm
here.
like a baby wrapped in a blanket with
There
mommy
you are.
taking me around.
There's a problem.
That's
you
the
feel
problem.
Like you don't have control over
Right.
your
So
life.
how do I get rid of that? If I keep buying into that, it's a good thing.
Get rid of Ronnie.
Right.
Get rid of all
Then
the
we'll
people
never
that
see him.
guide you
He'll
and
never
direct
get
you.
here.
How will I
And
get
you
here?
You are a very self-reliant
I'm afraid
guy.
to make the move
You
to get
will
rid of
find
Ronnie.
your way around. You will.
If I get rid of Ronnie, you mean I got to? What am I going to do?
You will. You'll ask people. People will. Well, you
And
you don't
walk
wanna
through
give,
the street?
Give your address.
Right.
Whatever, dude.
Oh, you're going to ask people? How's he going to ask people where he's supposed to
Ronnie, sorry, you're fired.
go? Did you hear what he
Ronnie,
just said?
sorry, I lost you your
You'll ask
job.
people.
He's going to have you asking everybody on the street where to go.
Right. Wow.
We're too dependent on others.
That's right.
We can be self-reliant.
I'm too dependent on others.
You are. And
Listen.
maybe that's why
Listen,
you're
like
angry.
I'll give you an example.
You're frustrated.
Like this Jackie used to abuse the shit out of me.
Oh, God.
Ask Robin and Fred. I mean, he would constantly this, that, and the other thing. And I figured, well, I can't get rid of Jackie because I need him. Anyone I have, all of a sudden, I develop a dependency.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it without him. I can't do it without Fred. I can't do it without Robin. Can't do it without. I need.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Robin's case, it's true, and Fred, it's true. But all right, Jackie, and then Jackie would, he would be like, "Hey, man, I'm walking out. Fuck you, fuck you," and I should have just said goodbye. Goodbye.
You needed him.
I didn't, but I think I need people.
Yeah.
I think I need everyone. You understand, George? That's it. I don't want that anymore in my life.
You have a dependency syndrome.
That's right. I'm a people addict. I need people to do things for me. I want to be a strong, independent man, and that's why I go to therapy. I want to be a better father. I
Have
want to
you
be a better
tried
husband.
Doing it on your own without the therapist?
Yes.
Because you
Yes,
can
I
do
told you I shut down and I don't look at myself.
But by the way, George, if he has no idea how to do this, how could he work on it on his own?
I need a teacher.
Well, maybe, that's the other part of diversity that I need to respect. Some people need that kind of crutch, which that is.
It's not a crutch.
Why is it a crutch? When you don't
See?
know a language,
Yes.
you go to someone who does know the language
Right.
to teach it to you.
If you wanted to learn guitar,
translate for
if you want to learn guitar, you'd hire a guitar teacher, right?
That's right.
Right. You want to learn photography, maybe? I mean, high-level photography. You go to college or a photography
Right.
school of arts or
Right.
something, right? You want even to act. Did you go to a teacher?
I did.
You did. Why? Why didn't you do it on your own?
Because I want to, get guidance, get wisdom that I don't have.
Well, that's what I wanted. I was after wisdom and guidance.
And it hasn't worked.
It hasn't
Been at
worked
it
to
for
a degree.
13
I'm not
years.
completely there yet.
You think you are improving?
I
because
think
of
I'm
that?
improving. Yes, I
Oh,
do
good,
think I'm
good.
improving.
Well, then I accept that. That's it's obviously helpful.
Man, he's a hard sell.
You're a hard sell. It's right.
You know what it is too? I think. I mean, no disrespect to George.
Generation?
It's a generational
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You ask anybody over the age of 70, they look at therapy as like verboten.
I think you're probably right. Yeah.
My parents are like that.
Yeah. They think there's something wrong.
Yeah, I think
really
all
wrong.
World War II generation people have this. You buck
Suck
up
it
and
up
you
yeah.
do it yourself.
Yeah, because my mother's like that. She's
And
like,
parents
you going to therapy? Oh, very good. What are you going to talk about? Me? I go, I guess you do come up. But, I mean, it's not just about you. It's really about me. Oh, yeah,
the
you need...
generation that
you
went
need,
through the Depression.
Yeah, you
they did
need
it on their own.
therapy. Believe me. I mean, your father and I never had therapy. I mean, you had a terrific life. What are you worried about? I go, well, that's just it. Maybe things weren't so terrific for me. Oh, so what? We weren't any good? I mean, listen, your sister and you, we put energy into you. Maybe I wasn't the best mother, but I'll tell you this. I practiced every day what I preached. I tried to give my children an independent... Good for her. I'm telling her I have a problem. She's telling me about her. That's my problem.
Maybe I'll suggest that Brad get a therapist.
Maybe he'll be. And if he's an Adonis, he can thank me.
He was. There's no reason why he can't.
How old is he now, this guy?
He is 57.
57. He could get himself into shape.
Yes, he can. I know he can.
I didn't know you were dating a much younger
Yeah,
man.
I didn't realize you would rob the cradle.
Not really the cradle.
It's almost a 20-year spread on you two. 17.
Nice.
He's a chicken. Look at you. When you met him, how old was he?
He was in his 30s.
Oh, wow. And you were in your 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Early.
It's like kind of like me and Beth. I mean, that's a prize when you're in your 50s and you have a 30-year-old, right?
And he was a champion marathoner.
Wow. Boy, you must have died and gone. You must have been
flipped.
You must have been dropping a load a day, huh? Back in those days, right?
Many times a day.
What?
Many times a day.
Like he'd blow you several times a day. Would he ever blow you in a restaurant or something?
No.
Like would he ever?
We weren't like Teddy Kennedy.
No. Did you ever? Like, it was always discreet and in the house.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I mean, you weren't out of the closet at that point.
Sometimes in the park.
In the park, he'd blow you? Where? How can you do that?
Car?
Well, Griffith Park, we have mountainous areas.
Oh, you'd be in a public park.
Well,
So this Adonis
in the public part.
So this Adonis, ripped young guy, was blowing you a couple of times a day, and you'd be in the park and you'd drop trow, and he would just suck your dick, right? Wow. No wonder you're upset.
That's why he's in love. He thinks back to those times.
Then I was in lust.
Right.
And then the love grows.
Right. You love him as a person, but it wouldn't be bad if he blew you once in a while and you had a flat belly. I get you.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I
hear your
have
pain.
memories.
You do.
In fact, I have a painting.
I know of him
That's
nude.
right.
Do you ever jerk off to the painting?
No.
No.
It's in the bathroom, in the shower.
So he was like your trophy wife,
He was.
But now he's a chubby trophy.
I have a lot of him now.
He certainly do. Wow, I didn't realize.
You didn't.
Maybe this is his fuck you.
Maybe
to you.
that's why.
Do you ever think that this is a subtle fuck you to you? Like not that he hates you or anything. He loves you. But you know, you get all the attention. You're the star. You're the George Takei. You're Sulu. You're the. Do you ever think he just says, you know what, this is my way of getting equality in the relationship? I'm testing to see if George really loves me. Like, was he just after me because I'm a piece of ass?
Or maybe he's trying to drive him away.
Well, maybe he's testing. Do you ever think of that?
I never thought of that.
So if he's
trying to drive me away, is he, Fred?
Well, if
it's possible.
That's why he needs therapy, because he's got to figure out why he is doing this to you, why he is getting fat.
He may get fatter.
Right.
Oh, dear. No, he won't
Is he
go
the
to
size of
that
Kirstie Alley? Because I haven't seen him in a
Oh,
while.
no. Oh, no, he's not. He's not that big.
He hasn't gained any
No.
more weight since we last saw him.
That's right.
He's stabilized at wherever
He's
he
been
is.
very steady at weight.
Yeah.
What if he gets up to Kirstie Alley size? Can you stay with him, or are you just going to be disgusted?
I never thought of that possibility.
Well, hey.
Because he has been working at it. I mean,
Is he? I mean,
when I got him the trainers,
But like when he's eating, does he ever like skip dessert, or is he just always?
Oh, yeah.
He does.
He does.
So where's the weight coming from? I mean, how much is he eating? What's he have for breakfast?
I think he snacks when I'm not there.
What do you think he snacks on? Candy and stuff?
Well, he loves Mexican food, and there's guacamole dip and
you keep that in the
orange
house?
chips. It's in the house.
You see it,
Yes.
and you don't eat that shit.
Occasionally I do, yeah.
Yeah, but occasionally.
I like it too.
Do you ever come home and see like just massive amounts of guacamole in the garbage?
Like an orgy of food.
Like chips. So you think you leave? He eats a normal breakfast in front of you.
He eats a normal breakfast.
Like what does he eat?
cereal with fruits.
Right. So he's all healthy,
soy
and you go, no problem here, and you're thinking to yourself, he's going to be skinny.
Yeah. He eats the same food and same quantity that I do at breakfast.
Oh, well, he's chowing down at some
Sometimes
point.
I don't see him at lunch, so I don't know what he has.
It's weird. You're hiding jerking off from him, and he's hiding his food. Everyone's hiding. Don't you think there's something wrong with that?
Robin is behind her glass cubicle,
No, but I'm
just
saying,
smiling benignly.
I'm so glad that he turned the tables on you.
No, but you don't. But George, you jerk off and you say, "Gee, I hope Brad doesn't see me," and he's eating and hiding it from you, and it's like, wow, everyone's hiding something. So
That's not healthy, is it?
No, when you're on the weekend and like, let's say you're together for the entire day, so you eat the same things, and then he must like kind of mosey into the kitchen and grab the guacamole and chips, right? Yeah. And when you're watching TV or watching a movie together, does he ever like grab a bag of something to eat?
It's not that obvious.
I see.
I mean, he doesn't.
He's a closet eater.
He's a closet eater.
Mm-hmm.
When we're doing things together, he doesn't do anything noticeably indulgent.
Right. Interesting.
Maybe a therapist is necessary.
Maybe. The reverse may have happened. You guys may have converted me. At least look into that.
Look into it. I'm being serious. And I mean, let him go once or twice a week.
I guess we all do have faults.
Yeah, I was thinking about you yesterday. You were describing how you and Brad will wrestle, when you have sex. And that how suddenly on Sunday his mouth ended up in your asshole. And I was thinking about that because I was talking to Beth about it, actually.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, and she was like,
was
wow.
her opinion?
No, she was kind of like, like, wow. I mean, what goes on there? All of a sudden the mouth is on the ass. I said, well, the way George describes it, when they're wrestling, somehow you just kind of end up in a place and then you go for it.
We don't end up like that. We're wrestling and sometimes the head goes into various places and he might, give it a lick. Which is kind of, surprising. And
well, that sounds good. It sounds like he's good in bed when he gets motivated.
He is.
Yeah, but once a week. He used to blow you when you were just hiking.
Sometimes we have it more than once.
Why do you think he cut down the quantity of sex? Did he feel like... why do you think he did?
Well, it's not just him. It's both of us. I think,
you're almost you're both almost not gay anymore. It's like you almost asexual.
Are they just friends?
No. We have some surprise events.
But do you realize if you cut out sex once a week, you wouldn't be gay anymore? You wouldn't be gay.
No, because being gay is an orientation.
Right, I understand. But
like we could be in a restaurant and a handsome guy comes walking by, and
then you're gay. Right.
Did you and Brad ever
I get a kick in the shins?
But do you and Brad ever discuss like maybe bringing a guy like that home and like sprucing things up?
No, because Brad's the one that's particularly strict on fidelity.
Right. And you would be a little open to dalliances.
Well, my eyes wander,
Right.
But that's about the extent of it.
Right. But you would open it up maybe to another guy or something once in a while.
Do you think that would harm your relationship if there was...
I do think so, because Brad's very sensitive.
But if Brad could handle it...
Could you handle watching...
That's a big if.
Yeah, but I just want you to imagine for a moment.
George, have you ever... could you handle Brad getting a blowjob from another guy and you watching?
I don't know.
Think about it. Think about it. I want you to look inward. I want you to think.
I want you to
you're
meditate
you're in the bedroom. You're in the bedroom, and Brad...
Oh, the table's turned.
Let me paint a picture for you, all right? You're in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
You're fully nude.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, you're not included. Brad and this young 25-year-old man who he used to model for a living and still occasionally does. He's blonde. He's very, very muscular. A beautiful ass. Big, thick horse cock. All right. All of a sudden, he looks over at Brad and he says, Brad, I'm so attracted to you. George, do you mind? And then he begins to kiss Brad and then
I would horn in.
No. The guy says it's not for you. And he begins to suck on Brad's penis. And then you know what? The next day, Brad and this guy get together without you. Can you handle that?
I know I can't.
You can't?
No.
Are you serious?
I may want to join in.
Right.
I mean, I think I can handle that. The two of us.
And what if Brad... But the danger is you could really fall in love with the 25-year-old. You know that. It could happen. It's very risky stuff.
I fell in love with someone 17 years younger. Yes.
That's right. You're an animal.
No, but you know,
what if you? What if you
starts to kind of not cool, but to get warmer as the years go by?
Did you ever say to Brad, "Why do you think you don't blow me anymore when we go hiking?"
Well, you know, because the appetite, isn't as
diminishes.
intense.
What if you go into therapy and Brad's getting a blowjob from another guy while you're in therapy? That would be really messed up. What if you guys go in therapy?
Then you'll really be against therapy.
Is that the kind of question that I'd be getting from a therapist?
I don't know. First of all,
well, you go to a therapist.
Sounds like you wouldn't pay much. You'd probably go to therapists or us.
It's cheaper coming here.
Yeah.
You and Howard almost had sort of a therapy session.
Well, I guess Fred pointed out there's a generational difference. I'm of the generation that feels that we can deal with our own problems, be self-reliant. My parents went through the Depression, and I went through as a child, through the internment experience, and I watched my parents struggle to get back on our feet after the internment. And that I'm really inspired by my parents and how they, we came out of the camps with nothing, absolutely nothing. Our first home was on Skid Row, and we grew up from there. And I saw how hard my parents worked. And I saw where, they did it themselves. There was no government help or anything. And I take my inspiration from them. And I know that we can find it in ourselves to deal with our problems. I know that there are others that need help, but maybe, it's arrogance on my part, but I like to think I have the internal fortitude and the resilience to deal with life, and the people I know, have been able to deal with it too. There are people who cannot,
such as Howard.
Well, he is of another generation, and they grew up in circumstances where maybe they are more enlightened. Maybe this kind of help makes for a broader, more enlightened approach to things. Or it could also reinforce whatever sense of inadequacy, insecurity that there may be. I know I have a lot of faults, a lot of imperfections, and I try to work on it. So, we all have our different ways of dealing with situations. Howard has chosen to rely on therapy. And he still says, he is unhappy. And from my vantage point, I think, if he just, frees himself from reliance on the so-called therapist and find it because he's got a lot of wisdom. He's given guidance to a lot of people who call in, or people with all sorts of screwed up lives coming here and sharing, and he's given them great wisdom, and I know he has it in him to be able to be happier if he feels he's unhappy. So that's the discussion we had.
It may be time to rip off that Band-Aid and go at it on his own.
I think someone like him, certainly he has that capacity to deal with his life. There are others that don't have it. And, they should.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
On Monday's wrap-up show, the staff talked about what makes them cry. And I talked about the film Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which always makes me cry. I ended up looking like a total wuss, and it was for your enjoyment. Check it out.
Let's move off of Ralph and on to the Foo Fighters. Dave Grohl and Taylor Hawkins from the Foo Fighters who came down. At the end of the interview, Howard got choked up again. Anytime that song comes up, it gets to him. Why is that, Gary?
I don't know. I mean, it is an emotional song. I mean, I love that song. I guess everyone's got. He must have something in his head that he associates that with that trigger some sort of memory that makes him feel that way.
Right, you have that Elton John song with
That's
your
right.
brother that gets you choked up.
Don't even talk about it. I'll cry.
Ronnie, is there any song like that get you choked up?
Any kind of Cher song, man.
Do you believe in love after love?
Such a liar.
You should see Ronnie bawling with Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves.
Yeah, really.
Seriously,
No,
is there a
no.
song like that?
No, not really, no.
Is there anything? Is there like a movie or something that you just know if you see it, it's going to choke you up?
Yeah, certain movies, but I can't really remember offhand.
And which
Mask? Yeah, okay, Mask. Yeah.
Which Rush song gets you choked up, John?
Oh, there's
Red Barchetta.
There's so many to choose from. No Rush ballad gets me choked up. I just get excited when I hear it. But we know you cry when you hear a few things, Richard.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
what?
Well, I always cry at Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and I could just talking about that scene right now, I could probably
Which
cry.
scene is
Which
it?
scene?
Where Steve Martin finds out that John Candy's homeless, and see, even now I'm getting like choked up.
Are you kidding?
It's so sad. Well, it's sad too because John Candy died, and that's like one of my all-time favorite movies.
I don't. I'm not.
And the music is so freaking sad.
I don't remember the scene.
I don't either. I know the movie pretty well, and that's the scene I don't remember.
Yeah, well, at the end, Steve Martin, they finally make it back to Chicago, and John Candy, like, they hug each other, and it's so sad, like, even when they hug each other, and then the train goes away, and John Candy's
Jesus, he's starting to cry.
I know, just thinking about this. See, if I ever get in a movie and need to cry, I just think about this scene, but John Candy, like, kind of, shrugs his shoulders and walks away, and Steve Martin thinks of all the... Jim McClure's taking a picture of me crying. Thanks, Jim.
We need it for the website.
But and then Steve Martin thinks about all the great times he had with John Candy in the last couple days, and he realizes, wow, maybe he has nowhere to go, and he goes back, and John Candy says his wife's been dead for like 8 years. And it's the saddest thing ever.
But why that? Like, what is it about that as opposed to, like, there's a million sad scenes in movies. What is it about that one?
It's one of my favorite movies ever, and I love it.
Was that more sad than what happened with Cotton on King of the Hill? Because I know you cried with that, too.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Is that because of what happened to John Candy in real life?
Yeah, that's part of it, yeah. It's just it's sad that, he died kind of young, and I always admired the guy.
What happened to Cotton?
He died too.
But he was a cartoon.
How about you, Ben? Did you ever get choked up like that?
Oh yeah, from movies and stuff like that. Actually, I swear, didn't you guys, when Richard started crying now, did you guys just...
I did.
It's automatic reaction. I almost started crying. Not that I even thought about it, but just Richard's emotion there was so real.
Yeah.
And then the Cotton thing on top of that was like...
And Braveheart always makes me cry too.
Which part in that?
Where... At the very end, where he's like getting killed and sees his wife and stuff. I can't talk about it too much. I'm gonna keep crying. But
There's one movie that always gets me, and it's any part of the. You ever see the movie My Life with Michael Keaton?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Almost every scene in that movie makes me. And I used to cry, and I used to be really bummed out about it. And then they did a comedy issue in Rolling Stone, and they asked a bunch of people what movie makes them cry. And Chris Rock is like, I see the credits, and you could turn on the waterworks.
How about you, JD? Anything get to you?
Yeah, the same. Watching a movie or something where people get like really emotional and start crying. Yeah, I watched 127 Hours this weekend, and when he's talking to his parents over the camera, you get emotional.
Oh, did you guys watch the Wonder Years?
Yeah.
Like that last episode where he says like
scene?
10 years later.
Yeah.
Like, and he talks about his dad had died. Like, and like that him and Winnie met up as friends and everything.
How about Richard Kimball when they caught him?
The guy from the...
There's not a solo...
The last episode of The Fugitive? When
The TV series, not the movie.
Man?
You cried when they
Hell
caught the one-armed
man.
man?
That poor guy went through hell for 10... How many seasons was that show on?
Like
Not
8,
that many.
7 or 8.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't on that long.
You cried when they caught the one-armed man.
Hell yeah, because that guy's life was turned upside down, man. He lost his wife, everything, and then, like... They blamed him for it, and he was on the run for all those years, man.
That time Roger and Rerun got kicked out of the apartment, and they wouldn't take the rent.
Ronnie cried when Lincoln got shot.
Yeah,
too.
right, exactly.
He was a big fan of his.
Yeah, I was. I was sitting in the theater when he got shot.
Hey, what's up? This is Will, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we discussed Will the Farter and his disgusting vile ass. Then David Arquette stopped by, and we talked about, the tabloid stories, his relationship status, and his love for the show. Great stuff. Check it out.
Now we'll move on to today's other guest, and that was the great Will the Farter, who, Will, shit his pants on his way up, or when he was here, or did he stop shitting his pants?
No, in the car on the way here this morning, and then he just threw his dirty underpants out on the turnpike for some lucky person to pick up.
Now, Will is one of the best farters that's ever been on this show. He always delivers or fails to deliver in a great way. But I thought the strength of that interview today was the other stuff. The family, his wife, what's going on there.
His mom.
His mom, well, yeah, he doesn't live with his wife, or hasn't been for a year and a half, because he's got a male and a female roommate. Is that right? And what happened with his mom giving a massage to the roommate? Is that how he told
Yeah, I mean, he said he came home early from a trip, and he walks in on his roommate, who is wearing just his underwear, and his mom's on her knees with some kind of, like, crushed-up paper towel next to her, and the explanation was that they were paying each other for massages. So take from that what you will.
Wow.
He gave me his mother's phone number. He gave me the phone number to the house, and I'm calling it. It's calling and calling, and I go, doesn't he have a fucking answering machine? But he doesn't. He must be the last person in the world without an answering machine of some sort.
I think that's worth following up on with the mother.
I do too.
Yeah.
Now, it always stinks when Will comes up here, literally, I'm saying. But you were saying, Will, that today was worse than it's ever been before.
Yeah, the TV guys came in to the office, and they said, yo, be careful. He's brutal today. It's really, like, the worst I've ever smelled. And at that point, I'm just sick of it, because I know I'm going to have to be in the trenches, so to speak. I haven't eaten this morning because I know that, I just don't want to puke everywhere, because it really gets to that point. You're just dry heaving in the studio. So, and it lived up to the hype. It was disgusting.
Now, David Arquette just walked in. David,
yeah.
You were probably 20 feet away from Will the Farter this morning.
Yeah.
Did you get some of the odor?
I didn't really get any of the odor, but the whole thing, seeing him like curl up and put his ass in the air, it's just like the most fucking disgusting
The
thing.
best part of the Will the Farter interviews for me is he gets into these really odd positions. So here he is. He's on his side like he's having a colonoscopy, right? He's got this pipe shoved up his ass to blow a horn at him. And then Howard starts interviewing him, and he just starts talking and farting while he's in this weird fetal position.
Yeah, I think that's the only way you can fart, is if he's on his back, like, curled up.
And then, of course, he's a spokesperson now, so he had to do his speaking while lying down for that electronic cigarette that he's representing.
He's always hustling, man. Every time he comes in here, there's a new plug from some company. And I don't know why they attach themselves. If they want to be like a legitimate company, which an electronic cigarette is, like why they want to attach themselves to Will the Farter. But yeah,
they're taking the plug.
Anything for a plug.
I felt so bad for you. I could just see like,
it was brutal.
I gotta fucking do this.
David, whenever you come up here, you're here for Lupe and Lambert. You're here for Will the Farter. I guess you never know what to expect when you walk in the door.
Never do. It's always such a blast. That's why I love coming here. You just get to be a part of some madness.
Now, before you came in, we were talking about Howard trying to recreate that Disneyland moment you had with Courtney. But you were hoping for Robin, I guess, to come over and volunteer.
I don't know. I also get nervous around Howard. I'm just not that it's just so funny seeing him there. It was surreal.
Yeah, he was definitely into it. And Benji commented he typically doesn't do stuff like that. He won't get out of the chair.
He doesn't usually, make out with the guys. I'm sure. You should feel very complimented.
That's awesome. I know. I think I hurt his feelings. Like I rejected him a little bit. I hate fucking rejections.
Are you feeling pressured at all with this party coming up? He's trying to set you up. It seems like he's putting a little bit on you to deliver at this party.
I feel really like he's just being so cool to me. I don't know. I don't want to like overstep my bounds or like get in the way and ask you. I don't want to ask. And then he asked for some girl to show up. It's just not natural, and it's just there's no way for.
Oh, gee, you just say the name. We'll take care of the rest.
But it's not like it's. That kind of stuff kind of has to happen. You have to click with somebody or meet them. And
now, what would happen if what's the chick's name again that we kept talking about all day?
Jessie J.
What if Jessie heard the show today and wow, man, David Arquette, I like him. He's a good dude. And she calls me and she says, I want to come on the show.
Oh, then it's on. I mean, that's cool. That makes it easy if she's like into it. But I really don't like rejection. So I kind of have to know if I can see a look in a girl if she's kind of digging me or not. To then I can put on the fire.
Are you holding off on any dating for now?
No, I'm not really holding off Well, yeah, I'm holding off on anything, getting into any sort of relationships. But no, I'll
You're
go
single.
out and have
You're
fun.
technically single,
yeah,
right?
I'm definitely single.
And Howard keeps insisting that with the Cougarstown co-stars, there's something going on. There's something going on. And I mean, do you think he's ever going to believe what you're telling him?
I think if you talk to Courtney, he would. And I'd love for her to come on.
Is she coming in this week? You had mentioned to me earlier that you were going to try to make that happen.
I keep trying.
Right.
Trying, but it's, she probably would. It's her people. People are a lot more sort of guarded about stuff, and and deservedly so. I mean, you come on this show, and Howard gets the truth out of you, and the problem with the tabloids is they even lie about the truth. So they can't just fucking take it like what you say and then really deliver the story. They have to twist it and tweak it and like in the article and the pictures of Josh and Courtney away. In the little corner side thing, it's like David's really got his act together. 1 or 2 weeks ago, I was this big fuck up, and then Courtney's got her act. They just, whatever the story is and whatever they want to tell, they just use it at that moment.
It sounded like you were worried they were going to spin your love for Oprah into that, you really want to bang Oprah, and who knows where they're going to go with that.
Yeah, who knows? I may have, completely fucked myself on that whole thing.
No, I don't think you did.
Just even joking, yeah, I'd love to fuck Oprah. I mean, just that, to Oprah people, it's that's so disrespectful. How could he ever say
wanting
that?
to fuck
David's
Jesus.
trying to fuck Oprah.
yeah, but I was talking to my therapist, and I was worried about this and that, and I don't want people to think I'm some goody two shoes. He's like, don't worry, people don't think that. But also on the other side, I don't want to be I don't know. I'm figuring out who the kind of people my fans are and what I like and who I am and what I want to be out there and to the how I represent. I just want to be true to myself and have fun and be true to my sort of comedy as well. So that seems like I don't know.
What's great if Oprah hears it and now she really thinks he wants to fuck her, kind of quietly starts coming on to you, and you have to fuck her just to go through with it.
I would.
Hey, David, before you came on this week, does anybody get a hold of you? Does anybody talk to you and say hey, you can talk about this, but don't talk about this, or it's pretty much you're on your own?
A lot of people are what are you doing going back on? A lot of people are dicks, about it all. And they don't get the show. They don't listen to the show. All they get from the show is how it's re-reported, which is just bullshit.
Yeah, the thing I don't think people get, which I see when I look on the monitor and when you walk in every morning, the thing that a lot of people don't see is the joy. You love to come here. You really, really love to come here. And when you're here, you're having the best time.
Yeah, who wouldn't? I mean, this is.
I know, but it
so
means a
much
lot
fun.
to you. I can really see.
Totally. I mean, it's sitting opposite Howard and seeing him do the crazy stuff and grab the bullhorn. I mean, I just have a blast here.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we brought in our program director, Tim Sabian, to ask him about why he dragged Robin into Rosie O'Donnell's studio, and Robin didn't know why she was there, and Tim didn't know why she was there. And I brought Tim in so he would give us the explanation, and he gave it to us, and I still don't know what happened. Here's what happened.
First, I do want to start, because I think they're around, with Tim and Robin and what went down there. And I think maybe the best way to do this, Steve, is hitting the clip so people can find out why Robin was so upset with Tim.
Robin came in, and I thought you were the next guest booked.
No, I wasn't. That is another Tim Sabian
That's what
fiasco.
I heard. I'm going to say something right now. Tim, you gotta stop fucking with people.
And I said to him, is this another Paul McCartney, as he was dragging me in there?
Tim is an ass.
He is. I gotta stop listening to him. Because he runs around, he runs the stations great.
I know, but
everything else, he's a disaster.
Why did he do that to you?
All right, I'm going to you did leave out a important part of the clip, John.
What's that?
Where Tim did say that Rosie's producer said bring Robin over.
Right. That happened much later when
But
Tim
not
came
only
in.
that, Tim said to Robin that he didn't know what was going on. He said, I'm just passing a message from Rosie's producer. I don't know what's going on. I don't want another Paul McCartney situation.
Exactly. Tim said he didn't want another Paul McCartney situation, but two things, Gary. One, there's nothing better than starting your day with Howard calling you an ass, Robin saying she doesn't want to have anything to do with you, and that he's all over the place. And then Tim came in to sort of explain himself, but he was sort of guilty before being proved innocent.
Well, I was going to say, how come when Tim explained exactly what happened, nobody listened? Tim said, it wasn't what you think. Rosie's producer asked me to bring you over, and they acted like they didn't hear him.
I guess the verdict was already in. I guess the decision had already been made. I mean, Tim, it sounded like you were following orders yesterday, but Howard and Robin were insinuating that you're sort of putting yourself into the mix for no reason.
No, I'm trying to make things happen here at Sirius XM Radio. They asked me if Robin...
See, that's already a bad answer, Tim.
Right, exactly.
You're not making things happen. You were following orders.
Exactly.
Making things happen sounds like you dreamt the whole thing up yourself.
Exactly. They asked if Robin would come on, so I went and asked Robin, do you want to come on? And I said, don't get me into this Paul McCartney vortex again. And she goes, no. I says, okay. So she comes in and sat in on the Rosie show. So that's simple.
Well, Tim, at 10 minutes into today's show, you were back in the Paul McCartney vortex.
Oh, of course. It filled up 10 minutes.
And do you think, is Howard trying to tell you, hey, stay out of the way, just run the channels, and we'll take care of everything else? Or, what's the message here?
I don't know. What is the message here, John? I don't know.
That's why I'm asking you.
Explain it to me. Explain life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. Explain it all.
Well, here's the question Tim should ask. If you get a message like that in the future, should you not pass it to Robin? Should you go through her agent?
Robin was walking out and just wanted to know if she wanted to come in. It was a real
Wait,
simple
she asked
question.
you?
No, the producer asked me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not the kind of thing you call Robin's agent because it's happening in the moment.
I get that. So, but if Tim gets shit about it, and he's obviously in a big enough position,
But that's my job. I'm the receiver of all the shit from both sides. So
if this happened again, would you say to the producer, hey, there's Robin in the lobby, why don't you ask her?
Next time, probably I will. It's not that big. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know better than anybody the situation. You whatever you do, you're going to catch shit from some angle. So it's the job. It's just the way it is.
It's funny. I was in a similar situation this morning. Somebody had tweeted me that, what's the chick that David Arquette likes, the singer or something?
Jessie J.
Jessie J. Somebody said Jessie J is on OutQ right now. So I ran down the hallway, and it turned out that it was taped. But Krista Lawrence was on doing the show, right? And if I'd have found Jessie J down there, should I have brought her in the middle of the interview or not? She's here. So I'm walking down there. In my mind, I'm going, okay, Jessie J's in the building. We did this whole thing with David where he said he'd love to meet her. She's willing to come on the show, but we have this other interview and she can't wait around. Do I bring her in or do I not bring her in?
No.
Don't bring her in.
I don't think you bring her in because in the past, Howard has said, and you correct me if I'm wrong here, Howard has said once he has a vibe with someone and he starts in on that interview, he does not like to be interrupted.
So I don't bring her in and she leaves. And I say after the show, Krista leaves, Jessie J was here, I wanted to bring her in, but you're in the middle of the interview. And he goes, that would have been fucking great.
As Tim just said, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right. It's a job of precision.
Now, Tim, the next time you tell Robin, hey, something like this is going on, she says she's going to say no. She's just not going to listen to you.
I think Robin and I are breaking up.
You don't think that crush is there anymore?
I think we broke up.
No, I think I know what happened.
What happened?
Food got between them.
Oh, no.
Solid food.
I think there was a bond with... I'm joking around, but I'm not. I think there was a bond with you and Robin when you were doing her drink, and then you have become... not the poster boy anymore, and she's disassociating herself a little bit.
No, I think both of us got away from it a little bit, but we still have that common bond, and we have that friendship that, we do have a great relationship, so I love Robin.
And she loves you.
I know.
Are you going to get back on that bandwagon?
Fuck you, Jimmy.
We were actually talking about something else. But are you going to get back on the bandwagon with the food, or are you in a more comfortable place now?
Yeah, I definitely want to get back on the juicing thing. You just feel so much better, and you have more energy. You sleep better. You leap tall buildings, and it's just all good. It's all good stuff.
So what's keeping you from doing it?
Just a lot going on right now. So a lot of stress, a lot of things going on here, but and just time. You got to really focus in. You got to detach yourself socially from the world because on weekends you like to go out and you have to just kind of lay low and so I'll get back into it.
Matt, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, hey, Tim, I just had a quick question. Like, why are you always kind of sneaking your way into the studio all the time when big guests seem to come in? Like, the other day Foo Fighters were in, and the picture I saw was Foo Fighters with you in the background.
Because it's my job to understand what's going on here. I'm responsible for what goes on these channels, and it's my job.
Well, how does that help you understand